Here we are. We're live. I'm almost a minute late. Okay, audio is working. Wanted to double check that to make sure. Post to Twitter. Is it Halloween Kills and More? Is the title? Tweet. Okay. Make sure this went out. Okay. So, how is everybody doing on this lovely Saturday night? It's lovely. Almost. It's not evening. It's nighttime now. It is night. What's up, Oscar? Hello, Rex. Hello, Daniel. Rex have been what have been up to? Working, trying to make videos. I was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday we had F9. I recorded 3 videos and upload all 3 videos before we saw F9, and then I had to do Shang-Chi and Halloween Kills. So that was a big day. Thursday was a big day. Polka Dot Man Chevrolet. I mean, he's coming. I mean, that trailer. And it's so crazy too because the Suicide Squad trailer was, I think, overall pretty decent, and it's like literally Shang-Chi blew the doors off of it, in my personal opinion, and then Halloween Kills blew off the doors of it as well. So it's like I started to forget a little bit that we had a Suicide Squad trailer because it was so, those 2 trailers were so good. I've lost all interest in the new Spider-Man movie. I hear you. They should have released a teaser of some sorts by now, I would think, because this is like a very highly anticipated film due to the fact that many people believe that we're going to be seeing multiple Spider-Men, all that kind of stuff. So I'm surprised we haven't seen anything official yet in terms of an announcement yet. So that's kind of surprising, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you, Wolf Gaming. Yeah. So I had voiced Gordon for that episode. I believe I'm in more of the because originally it was an entire like long script, and I recorded all my lines. So I think I'm gonna be in more of them. I think. I think so. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a little bit better in terms of YouTube because the channel has been doing pretty decent with some of the videos I've put up. I'm still kind of bummed my Loki reactions are not getting a lot of attention, but overall, I think I'm doing much better in terms of, just putting out the content, and people will eventually check the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So, Abomination, exactly. That it didn't click at first. When I went back and looked, it was definitely Abomination. It's confirmed by the closed captioning. I stopped watching The Flash. I have lost all interest. I hear you. I hope it's about to pick up. Hopefully. President Kennedy. Okay. I thought you were dead. Interesting name. Question: where do you stand on The Flash after the rant? By the way, what are your predictions for Man and Lois when it returns? My prediction Man and Lois returns. It's not looking good for Clark Kal-El right now. It's definitely not looking good for him. Where do I stand on The Flash? My viewpoint of The Flash just hasn't changed. I still love the show. I still will support that show, but I will say those filler episodes are really bad. Then again, the show, all the Arrowverse shows have had filler episodes. I don't know. I just feel like these were just really, really bad. But yeah. Abomination vs. Wong. Exactly. Heard from many sources that new No Way Home trailer will release in front of Black Widow. Plus, all 3 Spideys are in New York City as of tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But they're in New York City as of tomorrow. What do you mean they're all 3? Because they're not shooting unless you're talking about reshoots. Because I think they stopped filming a long time ago. What's up, Busy? And Anthony, what's up, man? Chainsaw. That's how he says it every time. It's been a while since I've heard that through the mic. Have you watched all movies? I've seen bits and pieces of them. I just can't get into that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not really a big horror fan to begin with. Well, thank you so much for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really did not expect the Abomination to return as Shang-Chi. Yeah, that's the thing. It was really surprising that they're doing a comic accurate looking Abomination in Shang-Chi when they announced him in they announced him in She-Hulk. He's coming back in She-Hulk. It's like, I guess this makes sense that they announce he's returning, and then they're going to. I guess they wanted to kind of show you that maybe the Abomination isn't that big of a surprise. Maybe there's even a bigger surprise in the film besides Abomination. What's up, Martin? So, what is your verdict? Are you picking up the Guardians of the Galaxy? Are you talking about the game? Probably not. I'm not that. I wasn't that interested in it. Like Toby and Andrew are located in NYC recently. Tom Holland's father said that Tom is flying out soon to NC. Oh, so you're implying that they might all come together to do some sort of like promo thing, and they're going to drop that. If that's the case, and they're all three, I mean, who knows? Because they might get them all together to do some promo stuff. I've heard people are saying that the Spidey teaser might come out when the Snake Eyes movie comes out. Well, there's so many different rumors and theories of what's going to happen with it. I don't know. Because they kept saying, it's going to be this, this, and this. It's going to be this time. It's going to be this time. And it hasn't come out yet. Who knows? I think tournament in Shang-Chi is a proper moment to have Iron Fist have a cameo. He loses to Shang-Chi and then become friends. That would be interesting. But I maybe, because people are predicting, when are they going to bring Iron Fist into the MCU properly? Do you know of Sean Chandler? I don't know who that is. Are you a fan of the first two Wesley Snipes Blade films? They're pretty good. Pretty good. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Personally, there have been good filler episodes in certain shows, but personally, in my opinion, the Music Meister episode of The Flash is good enough for a filler back season 3. I hear you. Here, drink something. There's some raspberry lemonade. That's good stuff. The thing is, too, I would suspect Sony might be smart to put out a teaser in front of Black Widow. Like, even though a lot of people are going to watch the teaser, hypothetically, if it came out in front of Black Widow in a couple of weeks, hypothetically, people would go see Black Widow and they'll be excited to watch that teaser in front of Black Widow. But they'll see it online. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be good to drop it in front of the first official film in Phase 4. Like, because the first official film is Black Widow in Phase 4. So, drop the teaser in front of that. Because it's coming out this year. After I look, I think What If, and then a long break till the fall for the MCU shows. Well, I don't know if there'll be like a long break. I mean, What If's coming in August, so we'll see. Yeah, it's coming. Shang-Chi looks good. Hoping it's not an abomination. That's good. That's good. What other characters could take part of that tournament from the MCU, old and new? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would just depend on like how far are they willing to dive into the mythology of Marvel. Like, how far are they willing to go? I don't know. I think there's going to be some surprises. I think you're going to hear some character names. Probably won't see them, but we'll hear their names announced or something. Or they'll be like, I think that's going to be a way to kind of tease upcoming characters, like maybe showing them or hearing their names and knowing, okay, so they're officially they're somewhere in the MCU because we just heard their name. They're in the tournament or something, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they'll find a way to make that work. Which Marvel show sounds more exciting? What If, Miss Marvel, or Hawkeye? Personally, the What If, just because of the fact that it's going to be very different stories than what we've seen. Like, it's going to be basically covering, you know, stuff we've already seen in the MCU, but in very different ways. What If? Like, with Miss Marvel and Hawkeye, that's cool. I'm excited for those. But, like, the idea of, like, seeing completely different storylines of things that are just one-offs, essentially, what ifs, I think that's more interesting in my personal opinion because it's going to be very different stuff each episode. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the trailer is ready. Yes, I'm pretty sure the trailer is ready. Imagine if we see Luke and Force Ghost Anakin in the Ahsoka show. The Force Ghost Anakin, I don't know about that, but the Luke, I want Luke and Ahsoka to meet. I think that's going to be a big moment in Star Wars if they ever make that happen. Thoughts on Secret Invasion and Armor Wars? Well, I'm actually more interested in Secret Invasion. Armor Wars, I'll check it out, but I don't know. I'm not like too overly excited for that. The last trailer I was surprised by was the teaser for Transformers when I saw Ted Man's chest. It's been too long since actual shock in the theater from a trailer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had not seen any footage for No Time to Die. Is that the title for the new James Bond? I didn't see any trailer for it. And I saw a trailer for the first time in front of F9. So that was interesting. Which Arrowverse character is your enemy? Eric Reloaded versus Gary Pagey versus X Nora Me versus God Complex Girl. I don't have a enemy. I guess you could just say Legends of Tomorrow. There's a rumor Coulson might show up in Hawkeye. I wonder if they're gonna bring Coulson back into the MCU. Wonder. Maybe. Yeah, this would be an interesting way to bring Wolverine into the tournament. That would be an interesting way to bring him in. I remember when people started hearing about the shooting of Falcon Winter Soldier, saying, "Oh, they mentioned Madripoor." Is that how you pronounce it, Madripoor? They're shooting there. Oh, is Wolverine gonna show up? Is Omega Red gonna is Wolverine is Omega Red? All these no, that's not gonna happen. No. After the Marvels, back to the movies all those months ago. Where do you stand on the Fantastic Four? Which movie you most excited for from that presentation? Well, I mean, it was really interesting that they kind of did that, and that's where they revealed the title for Captain Marvel 2 along with Black Panther 2. It was very cool. I mean, for Fantastic Four, I'm just excited to see who they're going to cast. You know, the big question is not the story right now. The big question is who is going to play the Fantastic Four. That's the big question. And then from there, we can talk about story and how they're going to. I'm hoping they don't do Doctor Doom in movie 1, just because every iteration of the Fantastic Four when Fox had them had freaking Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's a fantastic character. Don't get me wrong, but he's been done so much, and it wasn't handled that well. So please just hold off. Hold off on that. They could, but I'm telling you, if they just put No Way Home in front of Black Widow and don't release it online, it's going to leak like crazy. So the Sony won't win that, so Sony has to just drop it. You know what I'm saying? We still don't know what Clark Gregg's secret project is that he teased back in November, conveniently around the time Loki was the only show still shooting at the time. Okay, I didn't realize that there was some sort of secret project he's involved with. I wouldn't be surprised if Coulson is somehow revealed to be some sort of variant or something. I mean, it would make sense because Loki killed him in the timeline before, of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I don't know. They didn't cancel it. They didn't cancel it though. They're reshooting the pilot, unless something just happened that I didn't see. But they're just reshooting the pilot. I can tell you who is not going to play one of them. Emily Blunt. She said she's not interested. Yeah. I mean, I think they should have done that years ago if they were going to get Emily Blunt and John Krasinski for Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic, or Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, whatever. Yeah. That ain't gonna happen. Who would you rather have break into your house, Weasel or King Shark? Either way, death seems likely. I mean, personally, I want King Shark just because he's hilarious. I love that Sylvester Stallone is voicing King Shark. It's so stupid, but it's funny as hell. It is so stupid, but funny as hell. Let's see. When she sings, "Come Home." I don't know what that is. Don't know what you're referring to, sir. Let's see. This might be a stretch, but in No Way Home, do you think we'll get a cameo from maybe like another version of Spider-Man besides Tobey, Tom, and Andrew, like 2099 or Spider-Gwen and stuff like that? Well, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a stretch because I mean they've already done Into the Spider-Verse animated. I feel like if they are bringing in Tobey and Andrew, I feel like at that point you don't need to be adding anything else. There was rumors that we were going to be seeing Emma Stone in this film, but we're like, how? Well, they're bringing in villains who've died before, so it's not impossible to think that there's a version out there, or they somehow save her too in the multiverse of madness. I don't know, but Spider-Gwen would be cool, but I feel like they're not going to do it. No. Clark posted an image of him filming in an office looking at a laptop on Instagram, and he put secret project. Nothing has come of it since. None of his stuff that comes out since have such a scene. Oh. I guess we'll wait and see on that. I have no idea. If we don't get it, we riot. Imagine if Quake is in the tournament. That would be interesting. And it has to be Chloe. It has to be Chloe from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's got to be. And I feel like at this point, you got to find a way to bring Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into the fold. You got to find a way, because they were referencing a bunch of shit in the MCU. Not the MCU referencing them, but they were referencing a bunch of shit in the MCU in their show. So make it work, Feige. You got this. I think Superman and Lois will fall for the same curse as other CW shows in having worse seasons later on. Well, it is possible, but who knows? Who knows how long the show's even going to last? We know it's getting a season 2, but who knows? I mean, right now, I think what's helping them, and it's not because money is always the help. It's always the writing. But budget is helping with some of these scenes, because some of this could come off really cheesy. They didn't have good CG, you know what I'm saying? So that's helping. But it all comes down to the writing. If they don't have compelling story, compelling character arcs, it's not going to work. What the fuck is happening? What just happened? What just happened? Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Can you prove this, Billy? Billy, can you prove this? Can you prove this? Can you prove that happened? I want to see where this happened. He's in the multiverse. Have you heard about what Mikey Sutton said yesterday? No, I don't. I do not trust Mikey Sutton. Don't trust Mikey Sutton. He lies. After watching your video on the CW doing a Batman show from the episodes you have seen from Batwoman, do you trust CW to make a show about him after seeing the Dark Knight inspired Arrow show? I was just asking a question. I think that it would be interesting, but it really comes down to the writing. It really comes down to the writing. You know what I'm saying? The writing has to be there. Really? But I mean, is there video of this? Can we prove any of this? I don't know. Can't wait for it. Now, what do you mean by robot? What are you talking about? Let's see. Yes. I mean, it's crazy that it took this long. I'm surprised they didn't give him a comic book accurate look in Incredible Hulk. The fan swears by it, though. I don't know. I gotta turn my PS5 off, I guess. Help with the connection. Turn on PS5. Okay, might help with my connection a little bit. I'm drinking raspberry lemonade. That's what I'm drinking. I have no idea. Yes. Ed Norton or Mark Ruffalo. We only had Ed Norton for one movie, so I mean, I wish he would have stuck around, but you know, is what it is. Oh, man. Possibly. I mean, he is Smart Hulk now, so I mean, he probably could outsmart him. Oh God, Andy's here. I heard Ed Norton. What's up, Andy? What's up, man? Man. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Django flashbacks. I mean, that does tie into Boba, so possibly. I guess it just depends on what stories they're going to be telling and the Boba Fett show. They always have rumors of Eddie returning in Flash. Like, they always have rumors. I don't believe any of it. You know? Just don't believe it. What's up? What's up, Andy? Andy, I see you posting a lot on Twitter about different stuff. I don't know what you're talking about or whatever. You're like, you're tweeting out some very vague stuff, and I'm not sure what you're talking about. Moon Knight. That would be interesting if Moon Knight showed up. Yeah. Headed to bed. Well, peace out, Billy. Hope you had a good day and have a good sleep, sir. What do you think is going to happen in the Kenobi series? Everyone's going to die. I don't know. My assumption is we're going to be seeing, I think, though, they're saying we're going to be seeing another Vader Obi-Wan fight. That's going to be massive. Holy shit. I'm honestly more excited for, I don't know. I don't know what I'm more excited for. I'm excited for both of them for sure. I have no idea what you're about. See, you're full of shit, dude. You're full of shit. Where's my headphones at? See, I was gonna bring your ass in here to ask you questions. I don't know where my headphones are. My actual wired headphones. Maybe I could find them. Hold on a second. Oh, they're right behind me. Actually, no, they're right over here. Andy, I'm gonna invite your ass in here. I mean, I will invite you. Get your ass in here because I don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm gonna get Andy in here. Can I get Andy in here? I gotta figure out what's going on. Get to the bottom of this Andy nonsense. We're gonna have a we're gonna get to the T, as the kids say, the T. Okay, Andy, it is being sent to you now. Get in here, boy. Why someone talk about Star Wars Visions? I mean, it's gonna be a very different type of show. I'm excited for that. I am. Do you think we're getting an Old Republic TV show live action? Maybe. I mean, I think it's be live action for sure. What if? I mean, yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with Titans. The first 3 episodes dropping. I mean, I reviewed it. Warner Brothers very kindly sent me a review copy of Long Halloween Part 1, and it was awesome to watch. It was really interesting, and I think they did a pretty good job establishing this new Gotham, new Batman, all these new characters, like new iterations of these characters, and telling part of the story. That would be interesting, but they're not going to go that crazy, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like meshing live action with animation like that. I don't think so. Is he ready? Because he has no video. Andy, type in chat if you're ready, because you have no video. It's just showing unless you don't want to show your face. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so he's here. Okay, you're here.
Am I here?
Yes, you're here.
Yeah, I'm not camera ready, so like the people will just have to deal. I have no idea. I don't have good hair today, so I'm just not gonna go on camera.
Okay. Okay. So let's get to the bottom of this. What do you know about the Flash? What do you know about all of these Arrowverse shows? Why are you lying to us? Why are you saying you know nothing? What's the tea? Go now. Go.
I don't really know what I'm being accused of here. I know that Eddie is the season 9. He is he's the season 9 is a character. Season 9 is a character that's coming in season 8. He is he doesn't like he likes odd numbers. So like, and he doesn't like that season 8 is not an odd number. So that's why
Better yet,
Eddie.
The season 8 premiere, he shows up and he's like, "No, Barry, this is season 9," and then he pulls him into the future a year later. It makes him retrack his steps through all of season 9 and what happened in season 8 because he missed it because he was pulled into the future.
You're just hitting it right on the nose. Look, there. So like,
I didn't want you to know this, guys, but I've read all the scripts. I've already seen all the scripts.
He is a script. He is a script. That's like
I wrote.
Jordan is not a
Yeah,
human. He's actually made paper scripts.
they
From
hired me. They hired me.
exactly.
I'm working from home. I've been writing all the scripts. It's crazy. We're gonna get Savitar back. We're getting Zoom back. We're getting both versions of Reverse Flash back. Both actors, getting them back. We're bringing back Hartley Sawyer. We're bringing him back. He's gonna be, but he's not playing Ralph Dibny. He is going to be playing Barry Allen in this. It's gonna be bonkers. And then we're bringing Stephen Amell back, and he's gonna yell at his wife on an airplane and then get kicked off. We're gonna do that too. Sorry, had to throw that in there. I don't know.
That situation. I can give you my thoughts like privately about that, but publicly, I'm just gonna say that I you don't just you don't get escorted off a plane if it wasn't a big deal.
Exactly. If he was already told to be quiet, and then he's like,
Yeah.
then they kicked me off afterwards. What?
Yeah. So like, but I'm glad that people can fly again though. So that's always something.
Yeah. Cicada is returning with Gracie. Because every
Yes.
episode he's going to go, Gracie, we have to do this. They all have COVID.
What's going to happen is that they're going to come back with an extended family of like Cicada, Tricada,
Grandma Cicada. We're going to have Wife Cicada. We're going to have, and then we're going to go crazy.
Cicada.
There's going to be like multiverse versions of cicadas within Team Flash. We're gonna have a Flash cicada where we have Barry Allen being cicada, Flacada. We're gonna have Frost cicada. We're gonna have a Vibe cicada. Vibe cicada. We're gonna bring back Carlos to play Cisco again for that. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, I dislike the Arrowverse so much. I can't stand the Arrowverse. It is a dumpster fire. It is terrible. The best thing that the Arrowverse has ever done was Arrow season 4, killing Laurel Lance. That was the best thing at the Arrowverse.
Exactly.
Joe Cicada. We're getting Joe Cicada.
Well, I guess Cecile like cicada.
Yeah.
But an E, that doesn't work.
Iris Cicada.
Yes, and then we're gonna have Waleda and Barada,
Norcada.
Norcada, yeah. It's gonna be Barcada and
J-Cada, J. Garrett Cicada.
Yeah. Oh man, if only you had caught me yesterday. Because I will DM you about it. Because I'm sorry, Chad. There's some things that you all don't need to know about. But had this happened yesterday, it would have been quite something. But there's also going to be Allegrada, Chesterada, and we're going to bring back Camilla, so it will be Kamikada. What are we doing?
Eddie Cicada, because if Eddie's coming back, gotta have it. I just love how literally it's like every season or every time we're coming up to a new season of The Flash, the whispers and rumors Eddie's coming back the next season, and he's not.
Yeah, but why produce God honest good content, and why not just come out with clickbait articles and YouTube videos? Which is why, guys, this is why you need to subscribe to Chang, because he doesn't do that nonsense. He didn't tell me to say it right away. So, here's the thing. Obviously, Rick Cousin likes the show. They like him, and I would suspect that by the time this show ends, let's not. Whatever you read, there's no official confirmation that season 8 is going to be the final one. Please just let the official, let us, journalists who, people who talk to networks and studios all the time, let them tackle it, because, just because someone on Twitter is saying something, or something on someone on a crappy website is saying it, does not mean that there's any validity to it. People can just make things up these days, and when you click on those stories, when you click on those videos, they get money for
Mhm.
giving you lies.
But click on my videos and they
And
money.
you can, yeah, click on his videos, because like at least Jane, as far as I know, is not lying or anything.
I mean,
Um,
okay. I was completely honest with my rant about Cecile's episode this week, and people were like, "If you didn't like the episode, don't upload a reaction." I spent an hour watching the episode. I'm not going to waste my time and not upload it. I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts.
I thought last week was Cecile and this week was Allegra.
Oh, Allegra. Sorry, I just
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
regardless.
If I can put my 2 cents on it, because I've been saying this on the Flash podcast as well this whole time, that I I understand the people who are frustrated, that some of these educators are getting focused. But here's the thing: are you really gonna tell me? And I'm not. I'm talking to people who are critical against it. Do you rather want to have underdeveloped supporting characters, or can you actually see the idea that even the leads like Candice Pata and Grant Gustin, etc., so on, could use a break at least once per season, which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like this was on purpose. This was called an interlude,
Hmm.
and so that these other characters can also be developed. Because otherwise, like here's the thing: if you're gonna have this extended cast, then we need to get to know them. We need to see who they are. We need to get to learn more about their backstories and who they are as people. Because I feel like this, since Allegra showed up, I don't think I know much about her, and like I haven't got to see her really stand on her own, because her storyline was so connected to Nash last season.
Yeah.
And Chester, I feel like now that Cisco is gone, he can kind of really be on his own, and I don't see him as a Cisco replacement, because like I think he fills a different purpose either way.
Hmm.
Doing similar stuff, but also I think he's bringing different energy to the show that Cisco didn't have, which is okay. And still, she's been here since season one, and we have really never got to go to the bottom of her background. So like when I see people using filler episodes, or like filler episode means that nothing is accomplished in the episode. But that's not true at all. These episodes have established more why they are the way they are, why they have the background they have, and why they have the relationships they have in their lives. And I think that's good storytelling. And if for people who, if they don't like it, that's fine. But it's like I've seen bad television, and this is not it.
Well, it just for me, it was like the Cecile centric stuff. I felt the whole idea involving Psychopirate's mask. I felt it was too late. It would have made sense last season, maybe around Time Crisis, because explaining why he's not in Crisis, because they had teased, of course, him in Elseworlds and leading up to teasing
Yeah,
Crisis. So that was my issue with that. And I'm not the biggest fan of Cecile just because we haven't seen a lot of her. And I just felt like it was just like a random storyline to throw in. But we still had some interesting moments. The Allegra stuff, there was some moments I felt was okay. I just was getting so bored because like I've seen a number of these episodes where Barry is not in at all, and I get it because people were saying around this time he's taking a break and thinking his
it's
wife is
like
about.
one. It's like once per season, like at least. And I think
Yeah.
like this was the first episode where Iris was not in the episode at all.
Hmm.
So like you know, and that's the thing, because I think some people need to understand that shooting 18 to 22 episodes, 18 to 22 episodes per season, is not an easy task, especially
No.
during this pandemic, where you have this quarantine, there's masks all the time. Trust me, like those masks, like they're not comfortable and they're not always easy to work with. And also they have, as soon as if one person tests positive, then the whole production gets shut down. So like, and here's the thing, if and I think this is why I think the show has gone on for as long as it has, because by not exhausting the leads all the time. Because if they were constantly never given any breaks, always in 22 episodes and so on, I bet you the show would have ended a lot sooner.
Yeah.
So, and now that we finish this interlude, next week we're beginning the Godspeed storyline, and I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be interesting to see like a shorter graphic novel than so on. And because also I don't think I need like 10 episodes of Godspeed. I think four is enough. So
Well, I guess it just depends on how they tell story. My thing was, and the point I was making is I think people are saying that Grant needed a break because of his wife or whatever. I think having a
hmm.
kid or something, or around the time he needed like time off. And I understand that just in general, but I think it was like for personal stuff. But anyways, my issue wasn't the fact that, oh, they're giving Barry a break or they're giving Grant Gustin a break. It's like I just didn't really like the story because I'm just fed up with Allegra and her cousin storylines because we've had that so much already. Whenever they've done her cousin showing back up, like we get it. They don't like each other. She's trying to help her, and then of course her cousin Ultraviolet does not care. Her
And
cousin
now
keeps
they solved that.
well, yeah, but then but like they kept doing it so much, and then the fact is, once again, Ultraviolet's like, "I'm going to kill you, cousin. Stop threatening her. We got it. You want to kill her. You never do it. You had several times in CC Jitters to do it. You didn't do it. So stop talking." It just got so frustrating, and I just was bored. And then the fact is, she gets to that doctor, and she's like, "I want to kill the doctor," and then he's like, "How about one last experiment?" And then she stops herself, and I'm like, "Why?" People are like, "It's typical TV trope." Well, it's a stupid TV trope because it is so dumb for her to be threatening that man's life for ruining her life. And then she gets there and she's a villain, so she should just kill him, but she doesn't. And then the doctor is like, "Well, then she's going to kill you and everyone on your team for knowing my true work," and then mentioning how we're blood. And he's like, "Blood's a liquid that can easily be spilled." I'm like, I was just getting so frustrated. I just felt like they could have told a more compelling story. They could have told something completely different involving Allegra without once again bringing in her cousin as a crutch, because it feels like a crutch. Like it feels like what you're saying about expanding on a character, and because like with Cecile, they revealed the whole thing about her mother and how she went into a mental institution, the one that she was trapped in because
Hmm.
she was at work and her mom died while she was at work, and she became so depressed that she needed to hospitalize herself and she went crazy. I feel like that is interesting because that's something we never learned, and we understand the context of why she's in this mental asylum and why she's seeing this crazy version of herself. I think that was more interesting because it was something new.
Yeah, it's
The psych,
fair.
yeah, the psycho pirate mask stuff, we didn't need it because it's too little, too late. But with the Allegra stuff, we didn't learn anything new. All we learned was that okay, her cousin went through some bad stuff. Other than that, it's just the same old stuff with her and her cousin. I'm just like,
Well,
if you're
well,
gonna
at least this time they solved it though. That's a good thing.
that, then they better not do it again. They better not pull another crutch where once again we have her cousin, all that stuff again. You know what I'm saying? Like it just just stop it. If you're gonna give me more Allegra centric stuff in the future, like next season at some point when Grant needs a break, if you're gonna Allegra centric, do something new with the character because I don't want to see another episode again with her and her cousin like that. It's been done so much, and it just frustrates me because I'm like, because like you're saying, if you're gonna give us new development with characters and expand on them, do so. Because there was no development with Allegra besides, oh, she's like Captain Marvel now. it, it,
I was more
it,
like I was saying more like it was like we were debating on the podcast like what was it Captain Marvel or Sailor Moon. I mean either way I think that again they resolved an issue that had never been finished last season. I think now, whenever we do get more Allegra centered story, and it's not just when Grant or Candace or whoever else needs a break and so these are, you know, Cisco is gone, Harrison is gone.
yeah.
Allegra and Chester are going to be two of the more bigger players now, and I think that it's good that like, yeah, because I mean if they had finished this episode without the two cousins, solving their issue, then I would have been bothered too. But they did, at least they did, and now like we can move forward with what's coming up the rest of the season. It's so crazy that we're almost already done.
Do they have 18 or 19 episodes this season?
18.
Yeah, Hero's Journey, you're wrong. It's not 7/19, it's 7/18. Because it's 7/15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so it's four.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know where the 19th is coming from, but yeah, there was literally only four more episodes, and
and
two final episodes going to be a two-parter.
And to what you're saying, Joel, about 715 to question mark, could that mean that the Godspeed Road will expand over in the next season? If it does, in the hypothetical, if it does expand over in some sort of capacity, they would have to find a way to put it on hold because they have those 5 episodes with actors
Yeah,
coming in from other shows to do kind of crossover events at the beginning of season 8. So they'd have to explain that.
yeah. So I would, yeah. I think the reason he tweeted that way was just kind of be a little, that five people's expectation a little bit because not everyone knows like us like how like some of these TV seasons work or whatever, and so and they don't so like it's built on suspension. But yeah, I definitely think that we're wrapping the Godspeed up. Now whether or not like whether or not we see someone like Bart or Nora or Jay or whoever next season, that could still carry over. But I think as far as the Godspeed, I think that will be done and finished by the season finale in July.
Gotcha. I'm excited for Superman and Lois to come back. I hate the fact it's on break again. I
I
hate
think
it.
I think it's because they're literally start. I think they just started shooting the finale. I
Yeah,
think that's why.
and Bitsy said that they had like some delays, so they have to do it.
Yeah, that's why I was a little bit disappointed at that. I mean, I understand why the CW because of course whatever is successful they want more of it. But I think this was not the season to give them 2 extra episodes
No,
during a pandemic. I feel like you should have just done the first. I am surprised even that Batwoman and Flash got 18, Legends got 15 or 16, and it's like guys, just do 13 episodes for all these shows. Because like you can still get successful stories and whatever in store for 15 episodes, but also not having to risk so many people's lives. Like I'm blessed that no one, like as far as we know, we haven't had anyone pass away because of this darn pandemic, and that all we really had is a lot of intense guidelines to follow. Um, but I think next season will be easier because I think most people are vaccinated. I mean, I'm getting my second shot on Tuesday,
mm.
so um,
Yeah, I'm now fully vaccinated, so it's been fun to go out and not have to wear a mask. It's been great.
I mean, I'm still gonna wear my mask at least for the first couple of weeks if I'm going out anywhere. I mean, which I mean, I don't
Yeah,
like going out anyway because it's hot outside, but yeah, like at least at some point I will start like ditching the mask and so on. Um,
we always have them handy just in case the store requires it, like demands that you wear a mask. But
yeah,
there's a lot of or at least around here, there's a lot of places that are just saying if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear one. Um, but everyone else, if you even if you're in the process of getting your shots, you need to. So you know, is what
did you
it
get any
is.
side effects?
The in my first shot, I had
The
cold
sore arm.
chills. Well, yeah, sore arm, of course, but cold chill, I don't consider that a side effect because that's just going to happen regardless when you get a shot. Um,
What's a, what
I,
what's a, what do you define it? What do you define a cold chill?
a cold chill where I literally was in the house. It is warm, and I'm normally very like I'm fine for the most part. Just like I'm naturally warm. Like Ghost over here, a wife, she'll feel me. She's like, "You're always so warm," and I'm laying under 2 blankets and I'm freezing. I had cold chills. I literally was I was like chattering my teeth like you do when you're cold, like that typical trope. People are like cold outside, and their teeth are chattering and hitting
Mm.
together. That's what was happening to me for an hour after my first shot, and that was the night of the first shot. After that, not really anything else besides some body aches a little bit, but ultimately it just went through. But then the second shot, I was surprised I didn't have anything. I had like a slight headache at one point, and then I think 2 days after, I felt a little bit odd in the morning, like I felt uncomfortable. So I took a nap, and then I felt fine. But like the day after the second shot, the ghost, the wife, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning ish, and all of a sudden it hit her so hard, she felt horrible, and she literally
Oh,
slept the rest of the day. Like it was not good. And she had a headache for several days past that point. And it was so weird because I'm waiting for me to get hit. That's the same day, this day after, and it didn't hit me.
I'm waiting to get ahead.
Yeah. So
I
expect it within 12 to 24 hours after your second shot. You may even get lucky and have some side effects the night of, and then you'll be fine. But I don't know
Yeah,
because
the
it
first
hits
shot
y'all differently.
I my arm got sore for every day that went by, to the point where I couldn't even like write articles by the time I got to Thursday or Friday, and then I was like, I could barely keep myself up, like, because I'm one of those people who would be like, no, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna do this, and like I
Yeah,
just got worse, and when eventually I was like, I had to like, yo, I gotta go. Like like I'm just falling asleep, and then sleeping as long as possible.
I think Andy is Godspeed.
I that if that would give me mad metabolism, I'm like, I mean, listen, I will, I will go and steal some people's speed or whatever.
I
I would probably leave the West Island family alone, be like, those fawns ain't all right. So let me just go to them. And honestly, it would be kind of cool if they do kind of like the anti-hero route with Godspeed.
yeah,
But we
they
will
may,
see.
they may. I mean, they've done it in the comics, so. But I'm assuming at first it'll be villain. It has to. That's what they've been doing this whole time with him so far, is villain. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's all the weekend's almost over. It feels
Yeah, we need longer weekends.
yeah, at least like 10 days.
That would be
Um,
nice. Let's see. Oh, I am, because I'm on my phone, so I'm just gonna go through the.
did everybody
Check.
hear the big news? There's a Smallville animated series development. Yeah, so that's been rumored for a while. I don't know. I mean, Tom Welling saying it. I mean, that's interesting, but I don't know why he said that. Unless he's messing with people.
Um, conf- I've never used StreamYard on my phone before, so this is interesting.
Gotcha.
Um,
Is there
remember,
an app
Batman is
for it?
no, but like basically, when you send me the link, I just have to click on it, and like basically, like it opens up in the browser.
Gotcha.
Remember, Batman is the most protected by WB, and second is Wonder Woman. Superman can be used in shows and movies. That's an interesting assumption.
I mean, Superman is the second most protected. It's not Wonder Woman. Like they tried to do a Wonder Woman prequel show, it didn't happen. They've tried to do.
And
They've
then
done. Yeah.
there was the NBC one that we shall never speak of.
I want to see that pilot so bad. I want to see the
You,
pilot.
you don't want to.
I
You're
do
gonna
though. I do though.
no.
I
You know
do.
what you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna if you ever watch that pilot. I'm not saying that anything, but if you were to watch a pilot, you're gonna come back and be like, Andy, that Allegra story is like my treasure now.
Look, no. I still want to see
And
it.
again,
I still want to see it.
that's just for me to say. I did really enjoy this week's episode.
Mm.
I just needed a Nelly song to play during Chillblaine's scene, but I will. I
Don't,
I
I completely forgot about that after credit scene.
I rapped a little hot in here on the flashback this weekend. Just like I'm like,
Ah,
listen. Nelly was like one of my jams when I was growing up, and like this was like 2002. So like,
that's true too. I need to watch the Aquaman
let's
pilot.
see.
I need to watch the Aquaman pilot too.
That it's really good actually. Like
The thing
it
is,
makes me surprised why they
I
didn't.
don't know where to go to find these. I don't know where to find them.
It's on iTunes. It should be free at this point.
The Aquaman pilot.
I think so. Not to mention WB restricting John Diggle being Green Lantern. Who says they're restricting him?
There's nothing that's been said about that. He
I
openly
am
mentioned
Greenland.
he openly mentioned he declined the ring in an interview. So it's confirmed that he had a ring. He just declined it. He declined the call. Uh,
So that means that the story is over?
so
Question
if
mark.
I can watch the Aquaman pilot for
You think?
free, how can I watch the Wonder Woman pilot? Because that's not on iTunes. I don't
Well,
think that's available.
it's because that one was never distributed. It was never picked up. It was never like it was. They watched they screened it and NBC,
Mhm.
and they didn't want to see it. And then somehow it leaked, but I don't know where people find and see, and so but Aquaman, like I would say, if I'm genuinely surprised how Aquaman in 2006 on the CW did not go forward.
Let's see. Aquaman
I
TV
I
pilot.
I can look at the comments in the meantime. Rex Row 22 says, so how do you guys feel about the Green Lantern cast for the series so far? I think Finn Whitrock is, I think, it's been a great Guy Gardner. I know he looks so genuinely sweet, but he knows how to play douchebags well. So Jeremy Irene, I'm not familiar with him, but like I want to see what he brings to Al Scott, and I hope that um because for me as an openly bisexual man, I really hope that they do Alan's love story right, and I mean, but it's going to be some very heavy stuff because it's taking place in the 40s or 50s, I think. I don't remember what they said, but I I'm excited to meet all of them. Like I mean, especially Simon Boz because we need more Middle Eastern representation. So I'm excited to see who they cast. And Jessica Cruz, I think she's going to be an important figure as well. And I'm just dying to see who their Sinestro is going to be. Like Sinestro is like it's one of those anyone could anyone can play him, but not everyone can play him right. So um there's that. Daniel Travis says, I would talk to you if you want. I think he wants to talk to you,
I think
Shane.
I just found the pilot.
Shh. Well, don't this. Well, as you're not a lawyer, I would advise you not to say anything any further. Um, let's see. New pilot ideas.
Okay.
New pilot
So
ideas.
okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Just.
um. Let's see.
Oh, what are your thoughts on the Green Lantern cast so
Oh.
far?
Uh. Interesting. I want it to be good. Please be good, because I mean, this will be HBO Max first big budget DC project officially
Yeah.
made for HBO Max.
Yeah.
Because with
Yeah.
Titans,
It doesn't count.
it was DC Universe, and then the season 3. Wait, okay. So with season 3, did they start shooting?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did they start shooting and have that knowing it was going to be for HBO Max before
Oh
the
yeah. Oh
turnover?
yes. Oh yes. 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 I mean, like, you don't. I mean that so this was because season 3 was supposed to start filming last year, like early
Yes.
2020, but they already, but because of whatever happened, I'm trying to avoid saying the P word because I'm so sick of it, but um, because of the thing that happened, the HBO Max turnover, it happened like way before anyway. So like, and it was already, I think it was always the plan. I think it was written on in the stars that basically that these universe was not gonna last for that
Yeah.
much longer. And Doom Patrol season 2 was co-aired on HBO Max and DC Universe, kind of like what they do with HBO Max and CW for
Yeah. Yeah.
Stargirl.
Hmm.
And but yeah, you're right. Green Lantern will be their first, unless unless something else premieres before Green Lantern, but will be the first HBO Max original Max DC production.
It's
So
crazy to think because DC Universe is like, it's so funny. People were trying to say that DC Universe was not going to go away. The writing was on the
yeah,
wall years before it even happened. The fact that they canceled Swamp Thing after one episode, after the first episode aired, they canceled the show. No season 2. And then they had it to where they had Doom Patrol, and then it co-aired on HBO Max, like on DC Universe. And then when they announced Stargirl was co-airing on CW, and then CW took it away officially, it's like, yeah.
I mean,
And
see the thing. Sometimes plans have to change.
yeah.
Sometimes things do not work. Well, actually, you know what? Rex Road 22 has a good point. Peacemaker will be the first show to premiere because they've already filmed that.
Well, they're not done yet. They're almost done with
Right,
Peacemaker.
right. But it's
But
airing in January 2022. I don't think we're getting Green Lantern this year.
well, yeah, Peacemaker. But I don't consider that. I don't think that's going to be a high budget big show. I could be wrong. I don't
I
think.
mean, John Cena is someone
Well,
that does cost a
I'm
lot of
I'm
money.
talking about I'm talking about a lot of CG effects, like Green Lantern. Like that's going to be a
Yeah,
big question mark. With Peacemaker, I feel like it's going to be a bunch of. There's not going to be a bunch of CGI involving with Peacemaker. I could be
right,
wrong,
right.
but I just
If we're
don't
talking
think so.
most expensive, Green Lantern will definitely be the most expensive. If we're
Yeah,
talking like
I'm
chronological,
thinking like if people are thinking like think Game of Thrones, that type of level of budget and CG. That's what I'm trying to think of for Green Lantern because that's what they're kind of implying. They're putting a lot of money into this show.
ooh, yes,
So
yes, they are.
so the thing is, yes, Peacemaker might be coming out first. That's fine, but I'm talking about high budget, like HBO level money on a DC show for a streaming service. Because Titans, it's got a pretty decent budget, but it's not up there like Game of Thrones. Okay, it's not the
At
same
least,
thing.
at least it didn't on
No,
DC
it
Universe. But I think
it
now
looks
things.
the. I think they have a higher budget now. I think it's obvious by that teaser. They have some more money. The cameras definitely look better, and it seems some of the locations and certain things. It looks like it has a better budget, but it's not on the level of what Green Lantern. Because Green Lantern should have a high budget like Game of Thrones. Because all the stuff they're gonna
Yeah,
have to do with the rings, you have to have a high budget for that.
and also I don't think Green Lantern will have to shoot too much on location either. I think they will be like I think if there's something people should not be expecting a lot from Green Lantern, it is set photos because I think everything we
The,
shot mostly inside studio, and if they're doing things on location, we're likely not gonna see it because I think if they're filming in LA, as I think they are, they usually can then sometimes film on the one of our studio lot, or the
Mhm.
one of our lots, whatever they're
And I
calling it.
think they're going to
So,
start using that stagecraft where they've used for like the Mandalorian and stuff, where they
hmm
create the location in a studio and then they don't have to go shoot in a location. They can create the location there in that stagecraft.
exactly. And you know what? I think it's gonna be great not to have everything like revealed to us
Yeah.
unofficially. Um, but I'm really looking forward to Green Lantern. I think it is going to be. Um, I'm glad Greg Bunny gets another chance at Green Lantern because I don't think the movie was his fault. I think it was other people's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I look forward to like now also to see a Greg Berlanti show on HBO Max as opposed to CW. So, um. Daniel Travis asks, "Who's going to be the villain for Green Lantern show for the first season?" I think it's going to be
Walter Hamada.
Cicada. Walter Hamada is Cicada.
No, I said Walter Hamada.
Yeah, but like I
Just one.
combine our answers. Walter Hamada
Or
is Cicada.
maybe it's Bart Guggenheim who's writing the show too. He could be the villain.
You get
Um, Reddit thinks the Thunderbolts will be Ghost, Abomination, U.S. Agent, Zemo, Taskmaster, and Justin Hammer. Reddit thinks everything. Reddit can't make a
I
decision.
think Reddit is going to be on Thunderbolt. No,
Yeah.
like I hate half this lineup anyway. So like I hope I can live without that. Um, you guys do know that the Green Lantern show is going to take place in the past, present, and
Yes. There's
I think
multiple
when
Green Lanterns. Multiple Green
yeah,
Lanterns they're covering.
I think it's let's be careful if we to presume it's going to be in the future, but which would be cool, but definitely the past and the present. I think that's definitely something people can expect.
Okay.
Ryan Ryan
But
Reynolds and Blake Lively's chemistry was great in that Green Lantern film, though. I gotta agree. I think they were good as Hal and Carol.
it's good they met on that movie.
Yeah.
Uh, I think they're gonna title it Rex. They're gonna title the Green Lantern show Green Lantern Days of Future Past. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna pull it. They're gonna pull an X-Men. They're gonna call it Green Lantern Days of Future Past. They're gonna
I
bring in.
yeah.
They're gonna bring in Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen for X-Men to make it all make sense. I had a glimpse into the past.
But it's taking place in the present.
Yeah, but it's also taking place in the past. I don't know. I keep thinking
I've
about because
seen
I just love the trailers for. I mean, the first trailer for X Men Days of Future Past, and they have Professor X, Patrick Stewart going, "I've had a glimpse of the past. You know, you have to do something for me that I once did for you."
Whoa! Look at this brother quoting the trailer. I was in that panel for Comic Con, and that
Oh,
was
you were? I
insane.
love that trailer so much.
I got
Avengers in the
chills.
past. It's
Like
it's
I
honestly one of the best trailers I think ever made, in my opinion. The music, it's so perfect. Uh
yeah. I mean, say what you will about whoever made this movie, but I think Days of Future Past is it's a really good movie, and
you
I
and
think
me
that.
as well, side by side in this war before it ever
Oh my
begins.
God!
Dun 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 dun. Dun. So I'll wake up
And
in
then
my
you,
younger body, and then what? Find me, convince me of
oh
all
my God!
this.
Oh my God!
And you'll need me as well. Where can I find you? A different path, a darker path. Logan, I was a very different man. Find me. What was the next?
Be
Find
be
me.
patient. Be patient with
Be
me.
patient with me.
Patient is
Like
my
patient in
strongest
my
suit.
strongest suit. Ah! Yeah.
That was the only bad editing in that
Please,
trailer.
we need you to hope again. Dun. The scene between younger and older Professor X is one of the best scenes the Fox era X Men have ever done. It was
Agreed.
so good. Charles, this is what becomes of us. It's like humankind does this, not if
Oh
we
my
show them a better
God!
path.
How many times have you watched these trailers?
No. That's the scene though. But like I just over and over and over, I just like that scene.
Oh my God! You need
Um,
to like get the script and do like a table read
it's
for
the
God's
most.
sake.
It's the most. It's what was the actual line? Hold on, let me pull it up. That freaking scene.
I can go through the
It's
comments in the
it's the
meantime.
most human. It's the most human power. Hope. Dun, dun, dun. Charles, we need you to hope again.
Here's an interesting comment from Joel Ibanez. I'm sorry, Joel, if I'm saying your last name wrong. Still, I find it a bit unfair that Stargirl is exploring the lore of Glenn through Jade, whereas John Diggle will barely get to do that, especially Diggle's arc this season. Well, here's what I would say about that. With Stargirl, they set it up instantly in season one. And also because the whole mission for coordinator she's building a new JSA, um, I think that's why they're doing it that way. Although Jade is not, I mean, I know a lot of people love Jade. I love her too, but she's not what someone as big and famous as some of the main lanterns are. And I think
Yeah.
with Diggle, it's because it's one thing to introduce Jade, who's a brand new character in this universe, but for Diggle, like they're obviously easing their way into it, and like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just because if he doesn't become Green Lantern this season, who's to say that he won't become Green Lantern next season? That's the thing. Arrow may be done, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that Diggle has to be. So I think like you know, I think there's been some overreactions to this whole Diggle thing, and I think
It's ridiculous.
it's too much. What do you guys think about the Madame Xander TV series? That's
It's the greatest gift we have
oh
to
my
bear
God.
their pain without breaking. And it's born from the most human power hope.
I love the music. It's so good. And then showing a younger esque, Patrick Stewart in that moment with the kids.
Please, Charles, we need you to hope again.
So good, so good. The movie is so good. And it's sad because I don't think the MCU will ever top that movie with their X Men, in my opinion. The movie's too good.
What do you guys think about the Madame Xander TV series that is coming to HBO Max?
I have no idea. Not too familiar with that character. Um, so Abomination. Okay, I'm curious. You were at the panel when that trailer dropped, or when that trailer was first shown for X Men.
Hmm.
What was the response to the trailer? Because there is no audience reactions to that trailer playing.
Yeah, everyone was told us to shut down our phone. Like we could, like there were guards everywhere.
Yeah, because you
Um,
can find audience reactions for a lot of stuff throughout the years at different events. That's the one I've looked, and there's nothing. So it makes me sad.
I remember there was a lot of applause, a lot of excitement. There was a lot of cheering and wooing and whatever. So on. Like, I definitely remember a lot of people having like chills going
Hmm.
through them because this was the panel where we had the first class cast and the original cast, and
Hmm.
it was one of the longest rollouts ever. So,
Yeah.
and I remember I genuinely had a great time with the panel and also watching the trailer. And so, yeah, no, it was insane.
I remember seeing it for the first time and my mind was blown by how great it was. I really wish I could have I really wish at the time when I first watched it, I reacted to it because I want to have that memory because there's only a few people who reacted to that trailer back when it dropped. And it's like people around the time when that film was coming out, they were reacting to the second or the third trailer. But the first one, there's only a couple people. And it hurts me because I'm like, if only reaction channels were like more like popular or like was more people doing it because it's such a fantastic trailer. There's like hardly anybody who has ever covered it like at the time when it dropped. It's like,
Well, I think the trailer we got at Comic Con was slightly different from what you saw, like what came out publicly a few months
oh,
after.
gotcha.
But I remember. I mean, it's been over almost 8 years now. So,
Yeah. They usually do that too because I remember because the audio for the Comic-Con version of Infinity War trailer was out, and then listening to it and then comparing it to the actual trailer itself that dropped for like the first teaser for Infinity War, it was different. So it was different. And Joel, that may be something I might do where I kind of rewatch some classic, amazing trailers and just kind of like talk about why they're so great. So maybe because to me that one deserves recognition because I don't think a lot of people talk about that in terms of great trailers because the music, the tone, the character shots, everything about it to me is perfect about that trailer. It's so good. I keep I'm gonna be watching it over and over again tonight because I haven't thought about it in weeks, and now it's been brought up again. I'm gonna get back into binging that thing because I love it. um, I think what's his name? Who played Cicada should voice Galactus. I think he should play.
oh Lord,
No, he spelled it Galantis,
no.
but I know he meant Galactus. Come on, Gracie, I want to eat this planet. You don't want to hear that? You don't want to hear that?
I never want to hear his voice ever again.
Come on. Oh, Chris Klein. That's his name, Chris Klein. I don't know why I can think of that.
I don't know him.
Come on, Gracie.
No.
It was so funny too. I don't think Chris Klein did any promotion for that. I don't think he was at any panels.
Well, they obviously. I mean, they could. I mean, I think they revealed who was playing him at Comic Con. I think they just didn't bring it out because I mean they just started filming, so I don't know what he could actually say.
well, I mean,
But
after that point, I don't think there's been any interviews he's ever done talking about that character. I don't think, unless there's an interview somewhere. So, like, so you were
I
on the
th-
Flash.
I know he did probably something for the 100th episode or something because there was a carpet interview with his own. But yeah, if I was stuck playing a character that no one really responded well to, I probably wouldn't want to do interviews either.
Like, I want to have a chance to interview him just to ask. So, what was the decision on making your character be one note the whole way through when he turned evil? Gracie. I just want to ask him so bad. Like, dude, I gotta ask: was that a choice you made, or was that told? Was that you? You know.
I think yeah, I'm let's just move on. I don't like Cicada.
He's fantastic, though. He's the best villain the show's ever had.
I mean,
Canada actually missed over an hour of mayhem and fun for the whole family.
Kakashi Productions. Oh my God, Kakashi Sensei. Oh my God.
Well, I was in a. He created a Batman short, like Machinima Batman short, or something, and I voiced Gordon in it. I was Commissioner Gordon in it. I voiced him. It's like reprising my role. Very played Gordon in live action once.
Did you have to arrest Batman when he went down the Catwoman?
I actually that's in episode 2.
Mm,
No,
okay.
no, I cannot believe Zack Snyder posted that and then it got removed.
Mm, yeah, I'm not. I'm wow.
James Earl Jones' Galactus. It would just be Darth Vader though. Can't really do that.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
I want someone completely unexpected.
Come unexpected. Well, I thought it was an interesting choice for Josh Brolin to voice Thanos. I didn't see it, but then I didn't think that'd be an interesting choice. And then he voiced him like, okay, that works. I don't know who could do it though. I don't know. Be interesting though. I think it's an interesting choice for Jonathan Majors to play Kang the Conqueror. Thought that was interesting.
I don't really know much about Kang, so I'm interested to see and learn more about him.
Yeah, he's definitely a very interesting character. A lot of people even theorize Kang was going to show up in Endgame as the true villain because it involves time travel. Because Kang's involved with time travel. So,
That would have been a crappy ending.
well, yeah. So I'm glad they didn't do it. Vin Diesel can't do Galactus. No, because
Let's just try to think a little more outside the box.
Yeah, because if you bring in Vin Diesel to voice Galactus, and he's going to talk about family, and we're going to bring in the F9, and we're going to Fast and Furious crossover with Galactus. No, because they're going to be driving their cars on Galactus. It ain't going to happen. Michael, that could possibly happen. I think Kang might pop up in Loki. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think Mephisto will show up in Loki?
I think Mephisto he's been in everything. Mephisto
is Godspeed.
When you saw Mandalorian season 2, right? The Mandalorian.
I have not watched that show.
Okay. Do you know the big surprise at the end of season 2? Or no?
Is it something Mark Hamill something?
Yes.
What do you do? Wait, who's that question for?
Well, if you know about that, what I'm saying is when Luke reveals himself at the end of Mando season 2.
Yeah, that clip I've seen. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but when it's Mephisto. It's not Luke. It's Mephisto.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
POL says, "What do you do?" Who's that question for?
What do you do? That's the better question. What do you do? I can tell you what. How is there someone who hasn't seen Mandalorian? How do we cancel Andy? Well, we can cancel him by having Chris Klein show up as Cicada because he doesn't like cicadas. So we have Chris Klein show up as Cicada to his house and go from there.
Sure.
have Grant Gustin as Barry Allen show up and do that. Or boycott Andy.
I mean, that would insinuate that I ever have had a following or anything.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what people are talking about. You think Richard E. Grant is playing King Loki?
I'm playing King Loki. Oh God, Canada does a gravelly voice, Gracie. God damn it! It never ends, man. The Gracie never ends. Says I don't let it die. I don't.
But you're gonna have to let her die until I say not now, Mick.
Not now, Mick.
Oh, Mick.
Dude, that was so fucking hilarious. That one time we were laughing our asses off.
I think either we were because I was trying to debate. Did I laugh so hard because I was tired? But the next morning I went back to rewatch it, and I'm like, why was that so funny? Because I needed to see what was going on, and I'm like, no, it's because it is genuinely funny.
Because the idea of on his tombstone it says "Not now, Mick." It's just so stupid.
And like Mick just goes back to his shipping. He's like, I need a beer.
He literally freaking paid money. They paid money to put on the tombstone "Not now, Mick." Like known for this catchphrase, "Not now, Mick."
I wonder, like, when he leaves Legends, like, what the hell is gonna happen? Like, because now, I mean, it's entering season 7. Will season 7 be the final season?
It should. I don't
know. Canada grabs. What do you think?
Yeah, Canada. What do you think? Watch it not even be here. Come on, Canada. What was your favorite line from King Shark in the Suicide Squad trailer so far?
Hand.
Seven will be the final season. He says 7 will be the final.
Wait, is this
This is
did we
confirmed.
just a scoop? Scoop itch?
Are you scooping right now? Do you know some shit we don't know? I really don't care. Oh yeah, bird. I think the hand thing was funnier though. Any questions? Hand. Bird.
Hand. Yes. That is
Kakashi, that is not the same Canadagraphs. This is a fake Canadagraphs. He's not real. Don't believe him.
It's Earth 2 Canadagraphs.
It's Earth 2 Canadagraphs. Yeah. This one films TikToks instead of taking pictures at sets.
Good lord.
Yeah, he does TikToks.
There's no way they'll go further than 7 since the studio doesn't get any incentives to go further. I mean, if season 7 is the final one, which I could see that being the case, and 7 season is a great long run. Like, I think some people sometimes forget, if you can get a show to 5 seasons, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Lady Loki messing. Or he could be a timekeeper. Yeah, Richard Grant could be a timekeeper. Lady Loki messing the multiverse. Yes, she is, because she's also a variant. And the fact that what the hell's going on with Loki? The crazy fucking show.
I just realized something. I'm gonna ask you this as well. Isn't it weird that season 7 is starting to film in July, whatever, and they're already coming back in October after season 6 ends in August? Does that mean that they have fewer episodes, or what's going on?
Yeah, what do you know, Canada? And you're not announcing my lawsuit. Legends got very lucky by a couple of dumb luck things that kept them around longer than they really should have stayed around. I agree. Jesus Christ. And it's crazy because Legends is lasting longer than Supergirl. That's crazy to think. It's crazy to think, and it's not fair, but whatever. Then again, I haven't kept up with Supergirl since the season 6 premiere, so I can't really say anything. Oh well.
Richard E. Grant could be a timekeeper, Loki messing with the multiverse. I think the way the MCU is describing multiverse is so weird, because they keep saying that multiverse equals multiple alternate timelines. But I'm like, where's all this talk about alternate Earths?
The multiverse is coming into the mix. It's because this show is tied into Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So,
right, but the way that the way Loki talks about multiverse is multiverse equals multiple timelines, but not alternate universes.
That's true. I'm pretty disappointed that Flash didn't get the Superman Lois budget. Tyler's just carrying the torch. Well, Flash didn't get that budget because Flash started years ago, and it just is what it is. Sorry, they don't get it, unfortunately. And unfortunately, they will not get a higher budget. That won't happen.
Yeah, and you know what, Superman Lois, it's gonna happen to them too eventually. I guess the longer TV show goes on, the more budget cuts they have to do. No television show, as far as maybe Game of Thrones, but no television show that I know of has maintained the same budget.
I will gladly be the villain for season 7 of Legends. I will gladly be the villain of that show.
It has to be better than what we're getting right now.
I don't even know what's happening. I haven't kept up in years. Oh,
Bishop is just. I don't understand.
What are you talking about, Bishop? Who the fuck's Bishop?
Cicada's stepsister. I don't know.
And Chainsaw will be Chainsaw Cada in Legends Season 7. Yes. Bishop has been hilarious.
Bishop has just been I don't know what they're doing with him. That's the thing. I like the whole there's different aliens and different timelines, but I don't get what Bishop the whole thing is.
I don't know. I got no idea. I think the ratings will start going down since Cisco is out.
Nope.
Oh, nope. He's like, nope. Nope.
Because first of all, live ratings is not the only thing they look at anymore, and two, the ratings has pretty much been the same since Cisco left. So nope,
Nope.
nope. I'm no Kada.
No Kada. Nope.
Yeah,
I
not
just
now,
said
Mick.
Not now, Mick.
Not now, Gracie.
Not now, Gracie. We have to do this.
But I go, oh, but about my dollhouse. Not now, Gracie.
Not now, Gracie. You don't get a dollhouse. We have to get all the metahumans.
It would be cool if Legends deal with a time travel serial killer. Well, Flash tried and didn't work.
Damn. There you have it.
I will go. I will not go. I'm not gonna go after anyone who likes Cicada, but I will legit ask them, who hurt you when you were a child, and how many times did your parents drop your head on the floor? Because Cicada is not a character that
Fantastic
in
character.
Cicada. Diggle is God's. No, Canada Grass is Godspeed. There you go.
Diggle is Godspeed.
Wait, did I say?
Diggle is Godspeed.
Wait, did I say Diggle? I meant Canada Grass.
No,
There's just so many.
No, it's Diggle now. Diggle's Godspeed. Godspeed shows up with Diggle's dumb helmet from season 4.
Why is this so funny? Oh my god! I broke him.
Just the idea of Diggle showing up as Godspeed. He's always been against powers, and he's always freaked out. And he's the god of speed now. He's wearing that dumb helmet.
Oh my god! I broke him.
He's wearing that dumb fucking helmet.
Well, Chainsaw Reacts has we have lost him. Welcome to Addy Saw Reacts, where everyone will be seen through a bisexual point of view, and that there will be 100% Tom Welling content. And oh my,
And then he goes to Tauro, Morgan Angel, Superman, Lois, and becomes Kryptonian too.
And there's gonna be 100% Tom Welling content, and I will
God Diggle speed. God Diggle speed.
Oh my god! What did you? I'm about to work on episode 2 now for a bit, so keep up the good work, Jordan, and stay healthy. Talk soon and have a good one.
God, Diggle speed is fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Go Diggle. Go Diggle.
Holy shit. That's fucking hilarious. My eyes are watering. That's fucking funny.
Not now, Diggle.
You're Godspeed now.
What
Save Oliver. Save her from being an eternal life with Felicity if you could.
I leave her there. Maybe
leave Felicity to bring Oliver back for season 9.
Make Oliver and Laura finally happen.
Oh my god. He can now because he's a speedster. He can fix Laura from dying in season 4. He just travels back in time and stops him. We flashed Oliver's funeral in the season 8 finale. They're burying. Oliver's there. We have 2 Laurels. And Laurel's like, I'm alive. And her 2 Laurels like, not now, bitch, and stabs her. And Tickle's like, no, Diggle has to kill everybody. Because he's got Diggle speed and only he can survive.
Chainsaw needs to be rebooted. This file is corrupted. Crisis on Infinite Chainsaws.
Fuck, this is stupid.
What's wrong with you? Hold yourself together.
I don't know.
What did you drink? What were you drinking before?
I just drank raspberry lemonade, but the whole idea of Diggle becoming a speedster and just doing all this stupid shit. And then becoming a fucking Kryptonian in the process.
You know what the funny thing is? I was about to go to bed until I saw you were live, and then I wonder how I can make this weird tonight. Because I'm like, I bet he's gonna. Hopefully, he will invite me. And then all I said was, "They will be Godspeed." Laurel wasn't annoying. No, we're not gonna. We're not gonna listen to this comment.
Oh my
Will
God.
part two? Will part two of the Long Halloween have a trailer for Injustice?
Yes, they've already confirmed that. I got
That's
excited
good.
because when I got my early review copy of part one, thank you for congratulating me, by the way. That was really cool for
I
Gary
did.
to do that.
I did congratulate
I
you.
know.
What the fuck?
I'm saying thank you for that because I was
you sounded so sarcastic,
no,
being like,
no.
really like, oh, geez,
I
Addy,
was
thanks for
very happy,
nothing.
and yeah, it was awesome. But I checked on the features. I'm like, oh, Injustice. And I'm like, oh wait, they said part two, but they had a really cool featurette for talking about part two of Long Halloween. So it was really cool to see that. I'm excited for the Injustice trailer because I'm hopeful that'll be good. You know.
I just think it's I just think it's so funny that people who have issues with the Snyderverse doing like quote unquote dark stuff, and then the moment Injustice gets announced, everyone's like, "Whoa!" What? Oh my god! Did you smoke, guys? Did you smoke something before I showed up? Because I'm like, this shit is hilarious. Oh, sorry, didn't mean curse. Did you did you just get did this video just get in trouble for me cursing?
No.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. All I said was Diggle is Godspeed by mistake. I meant
It turned into so much. It turned into so much mayhem.
you
No,
know what?
because you know that he won't be able to control it at first. So he'll just run down the street, and just mow people down at first. Yes, he can't control himself.
No, okay, no. I'm about to break you for good. While he's running, he will be puking into his own face.
He won't be able to control it either.
And as he's running, he will be accidentally erasing one of his children. And like for every street he runs by, his arrow disappears.
No, he raises one, and he's like, "Oh shit, I had two." So he tries to fix it. And he raises both of them. And then he tries it again, and Lila's doesn't exist anymore. Third time.
He
keeps, and then Barry's like, "What are you doing, Diggle?" It's like, I keep fucking up the timeline.
Zack Snyder had an idea for evil Superman but now the Arrowverse has an evil Superman. Michael, that is completely correct, and yet only one side is getting hatred for it. I mean, there's I think it's there's a word for that. There's 3 words for that. Not now, Mick.
3 words for that.
Not now, Mick.
Not now, Mick.
It would be
no. Superman will turn to Tal-Rho. He's like, okay, brother, kill your family. He turns to Tal-Rho in front of Lois and Jonathan and Jordan. And go, not now, Mick, and then he punches him in the face. It's like that's the way he shows he's actually Kal-El. Not now, Mick. And then you hear a director cut, wrong line. Stupid shit.
But Dominic Crystal is standing right there.
Yeah, he just standing there. It's like, God, say the line. Say the line. Not now, Mick.
And then, but I don't like what's going on in the comments right now.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tomorrow, I'm going to turn the whole Diggle as Godspeed into a clip for the channel. I'm gonna upload it as a clip because it is.
Well, then I want 10% of whatever you get.
I don't even care. I mean, I'll monetize it probably because I'm trying to make more money on YouTube.
Could you imagine if this is the clip that gets you like
a
million viewers?
Look, if I make a ton of money off of it for some stupid reason, I will send you some money. I don't care. It's so fucking stupid because you accidentally said Diggle is Godspeed and everything just went downhill from there.
I just want to know how in the hell does Small High from Smallville compete in football with Metropolis High if one is Kansas and one is in New York? I've never understood Smallville and Metropolis'
I don't
geographic
know.
position. Um, I don't know. I mean, you can ask Telegraphs. You can maybe ask him if he's seen like props or maps or something like that because I don't understand it either.
I don't get it. I mean, I thought that was like really random for them to do that, but now it's like they don't even do football anymore. That's completely gone now. It's off the show now. Like,
Well, I mean, because I mean, shit happened. So I'm sure next season they will go back to football and be like, woohoo, we're going back to Small
I
High.
think they're setting up Jordan to become Superboy. I mean, I feel like they're setting up Jordan to become Superboy.
Or Cicada.
He's gonna become Cicada.
No. You know what do we do? Jordan and Jonathan will both be Cicada by doing this. Jordan will be sitting on Jonathan's shoulders and then put a like they will put on like a big robe coat or whatever so that he looks like one big giant person.
No, it's gonna be revealed. What was that? Dr.
Oh wait a
Alchemy.
minute.
They're gonna reveal Dr. Alchemy is Jonathan and Jordan and Savitar. But they're one and the same. They're connected.
The Flash's last episode revealed Metropolis is in New York.
Oh, it did?
What?
Well, I remember that they showed a map of like different things that that Ultraviolet hit, and they mentioned Metropolis and Opal City. But I didn't look at the map clearly close enough, so apparently I missed that.
Again, I bet that Canadagraphs has seen, like, Canada, you must have seen props and like maps,
Something.
like somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. God, that was so stupid.
They have to use the failsafe to change Superman back to himself. I mean, I think we lost him forever.
Yeah,
John Henry Irons.
John
Henry Irons will become the Superman, and I've been interested to see that Metropolis TV show with Lex Luthor and Lois Lane. Well, it's not gonna happen.
Not happening. I mean, that's like their version of Gotham, and Gotham was successful. I don't think that would have been successful, but that's just me.
I think a Lois Lane TV show could absolutely work. There's no reason it couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. When they put props around the area, they pick. Oh, okay.
I mean, that makes sense though. You don't want I mean, but then again, the Flash. I don't know. Maybe that's a fluke. They probably shouldn't have shown a map with Metropolis on it. Maybe. So maybe that's a fluke on them because I don't think in the comics they've ever said where Metropolis is, like what state.
All I know is that it's
East
Coast. All I know is that Metropolis is East Coast.
I don't know.
Well, Daniel, I hope you're doing well too. It was probably not directed. It was probably not directed towards
I
me.
mean,
But,
I had a good fucking laugh at the whole Diggle's Godspeed. God Digglespeed is so stupid.
I mean, listen. I'm just gonna say this: David Ramsey would probably look good in that costume, because he's strong, he's bulky, and like he.
Yes.
I mean, I kid you not. Every San Diego Comic-Con when I was interviewing him, so I felt like his arms were getting bigger than my head to the point where I'm like, if I just try to hide behind one of those arms, no one would probably see me.
Yeah.
He is a complete sweetheart, though.
I mean, he seems like a nice guy. Yeah.
He almost would only get kinder for every Comic-Con we would talk to him and so on. Like he would always gracious, always preach. Like my first time interviewing him, when he said that I accidentally called him Diggle and I'm sorry, I meant David. He's like, no, it's fine. No, Diggle is good.
Rex, I see your point, but Superman and Lois is not going to be in its own universe. It's on Earth Prime.
Yeah.
It's on Earth
people
Prime.
People can wish it for until until the face turns blue or whatever, but it's never gonna happen.
No, it's connected to the Flash, Supergirl, Batwoman. It's all connected because they were gonna have Superman, Lois, and Batwoman connected through a crossover that got canceled. So there you have it. Plus, you have Diggle showing us Superman and Lois. Like you were about to say, he's showing us Superman and Lois. It's the same Diggle. We've been following an Arrow. So yeah.
David Rez will be in tomorrow's episode of Legends. I'm so excited for that. In Supergirl, they said National City was far from Metropolis, despite the fact that National City is in California. Oh, come on.
Oh, I just got a DM from Canadagraphs saying he sent me a link to the
I can
the
go through the
map.
comments in the meantime.
Let's see here. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you can see this. Here's the map of the United States, and there's Metropolis.
Well, hold on. Let me go. Let me see if I can. Oh, you
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, on my screen. There's a map of the
Okay.
United States, and you see where it's at, the dot.
Yeah.
It's kind of up there in New York. Yeah.
Interesting. They haven't mentioned anything from the Arrowverse at all. Well, see, here's the thing. Rex.
Oh, and it
The
showed Gotham. Gotham's a little bit further away. Gotham. Okay, the white, the glare. That's Gotham right there, where my finger's at. So it's a little bit of ways.
They
Freeland.
haven't mentioned any. Freeland.
Yep, yeah, Freeland's below Metropolis there. Somewhere. But there's nothing about Central City. Happy Harbor, Metropolis, Freeland, Gotham. Interesting.
I want to address this. They haven't mentioned anything from the Arrowverse at all. Here's the thing. The reason that Superman Lois even exists is because it started in the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
And secondly, these shows are not beholden to having to reference anything that's going on the other shows. They are in the same franchise, but that doesn't mean that they have to, every single scene or every single episode, say, oh, can you believe what's going on in Central City? Or can you believe this? Like this thing, that thing, and so like no, that's not how an integrated universe works. They can exist without having to constantly name drop things just for the sake of it. It's gotta have purpose.
My God, this map. He sent me on the map, so it's weird because Star City and National City are over here, and they're not on the map, which is right here. They're off on this side. Star City and National City. They're not even on the map.
Is Atlantis there at all?
No, there's dots. Never mind, there are dots. So the dots, yeah, they're on West Coast, but like, it's so weird because that means that Oliver has been across, I would guess, presuming across the country, or either they're implying Central City is in the same border as National and Star City on the West Coast. I don't even know. I'm assuming that Central City is on the West Coast, I'm guessing, because they've had a bunch of crossovers with Flash and Arrow. That means that Barry would have to travel across the country if he's on the East. But I don't think so.
I know that in season 1 or 2 of Arrow, Laurel's mom said that I will catch your red eye to Central City. So
Yeah, this is post-crisis. Yeah, it's post-crisis.
That is true.
Canada says Star City is approximately Seattle. Central City is approximately San Francisco. Okay, so West Coast. Okay. This is the right answer. Superman and Lois seems so disconnected from the broader verse, the broader of it all, the broadening of it, because they don't reference anything, but it's connected.
But Flash doesn't mention Superman and Lois either. Superboy doesn't I don't need pointless references if they don't have any purpose. Okay, just when they bring in a new Superman season 2, you will finally come around. Okay. They will probably, when they add a new Cicada, they will add a new Supergirl.
Yes. Sorry, I have to.
It's fine. I can entertain the chat. Central City Comics. What did you do?
Well, there was a beetle that just walked past my foot, and it's under my desk now, and I can't get to it. It came. I don't know where it came from, but it just walked right past me.
Oh my God! Is it the first Arrowverse appearance of Ted Cord? Sorry.
That's funny.
Central City in the comics is in Missouri or Illinois, but I don't know about the Arrowverse. That's an interesting question.
I don't know. God damn it! I hate the fact that I missed that.
I can agree to. Arrow's connection isn't as weird as them not mentioning Kara's name. Yeah, I think it's bizarre how on Supergirl in the first couple episodes they could keep mentioning um Superman all the freaking time, but
Mhm.
even not in the pilot, they could not even keep a photo of Kara with Lois and Clark in there. Like that is, they don't need to reference what's going on in season 6. They could just they could reference like, oh, remember when Auntie Kara came over, or like when you guys were when you boys were kids and Auntie Kara always had to rush away, weirdly enough or something like that. I roll my eyes at how much like they're just avoiding Supergirl references. I understand why Melissa can show up on Superman Lois right now, but it's just I agree, bro. We're on the same mind frame right now. I agree. Why cut that photo? It like I you know what you know what's so funny to me is that we could have Kyle ranting like nobody's business in the pilot for at least 5 minutes, but we couldn't keep a 2-second shot of a photo. Oh, Kyle,
Well,
that's not nice.
yeah, the Canada. I'm trying to figure out where it went. I don't even know where it went. It went under my desk, but I
You probably just want to sleep in your computer,
probably sure
and then it will melt, and then it will become
fun. Love
Are you?
that.
Are you? I mean, if I just on a serious one, are you scared of beetles?
No, it's just the fact that it's a giant beetle and it doesn't need to be in my house. You know what I'm saying?
No, I go. I mean, I have a huge insect phobia. Like I can even as small as spiders. Like when I used to live at home, like I would have to go get my parents. And, like it just I cannot focus for the life of me.
Well, I don't even know how it got in here. That's my question. I don't know how it got in here, but it has to die.
Oh,
So I just got to find it and kill it.
sorry to the court.
Oh, thank you,
After
Aiden,
all,
for becoming a new member. Thank you so much, Aiden. Thank you. Thank you.
um,
Thank you for supporting.
Speaking of Mr. Ted Cord,
Oh,
I am so sick and tired that this franchise can only keep saying Cord Industries, but we never actually get to see Ted Cord.
it was always like a reference point. I never understood like why they couldn't just show him. You know what I'm saying? Or introduce him in some way.
Yeah, I mean, only if we had a multiverse where we could have like one Ted Cord on television and one Ted Cord on the movies.
Exactly.
I don't know this man. He's walking down the street and I want to know things. Sorry to this man.
Thank you, Aiden. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting all these years, and we're still going. Still going.
But he never mentioned Earth Prime Lex Luthor, even though Clark and Nick Lex never once directly interacted during Crisis. I
Yeah.
mean, did you? I mean, there is a point to be made that Lex turned Brendan Routh Superman against Hydra Superman because he hates Hydra Superman. So there you go.
Yeah.
And they did mention Lex when they were confused, like, wait, how can he be Lex? Um, because they still think the multiverse is gone. So uh, yes.
No.
Um, Yo, what's up? Have you following trends since 2015 when you wrecked the BBS? I was never able to kind of live stream though. Look at that. Best of world
Look at
worlds. You get to you get to meet Chainsaw after all these years live at
all
Wired.
these years in the process of me trying to kill a beetle, and I'm
Oh
really
my god,
frustrated.
this I don't know what's funnier. You losing your crap over Diggle as Godspeed or you're trying to kill
Diggle as Godspeed was funnier. That was hilarious. That could never be
we're,
topped.
we're getting a movie that's yeah. We're getting a Blue Beetle movie with Jaime Reyes, yes.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I don't but it does not explain why the Arrowverse is not allowed to
Or like,
use Ted.
because like I think at one point they tried, but they said they were using Ted Cord. That's why
Oh
they brought
yeah,
in. That's why they brought in Ray Palmer instead.
yeah. Who got a crappy Iron Man suit? I'm sorry, that garbage is Iron Man. I he can shrink all he wants, but there's no reason that needed to be armor.
Mm. And at some point I might do a fan stream where fans can come in and chat for a bit. But that is not today. I should plan something like that though. That would be fun because I've done those kind of things before. But maybe I should like a proper planning of it all so I can do that.
Wouldn't be surprised if we got Power Girl and Supergirl and Lois with a different actor before Supergirl. No, I don't really think that's something they're interested in doing, and I think that they know themselves that if they do not bring in Kara, but they bring in a new Supergirl, they know it's not gonna be like it's like that's PR and attention that they don't need.
Yeah,
So also I think some people who want to see Power Girl want to see it for the way wrong reasons,
exactly,
and
exactly.
I mean, if I need to spell it out, I
I think it was
could.
Justice League Unlimited. They did a version of Power Girl that was not like that, and it
Oh yeah,
worked.
oh yeah. That's when the fanboys went like, oh my god, it's so SJW because made those things so much smaller. I cannot believe.
I've been
Yeah, I
saying for
guess.
years they should do Power Girl, and I think the reason why they won't is because the backlash, because they won't put her in a costume that's reminiscent of the comics.
Also, I don't really care about Power Girl. Like, we have a Supergirl. We can bring her back as a guest whenever. Deal with it. Um,
This, the Holy Machiavelli. Why is it that Lois, in the span of 10 episodes, has a good journalism story and Iris doesn't? Ooh. Ooh. Point, sir. Give you a big
for
old
the out
point there.
for the Hourman movie, is it Rex Tyler? I think Chainsaw is going to be Hourman.
I'm Our Man. I'm playing Our Man.
Yeah. Who kills beetles? Imagine the world imagine a world if
You talk with the
Arrow
chat.
had
You talk with the chat. I'm gonna try to find it.
okay. Oh, okay. I get I charge by the hour. Imagine a world if Arrow would have cast Grant Gustin as Roy Harper and Elizabeth Noyes as Thea Queen. Well, given that, I think they would look a little too old. I mean, I would not believe them as younger than Oliver, the Queen. So, Power Girl would actually fit in on the old JSC on Stargirl. There you go. You can put her there. I don't want to do this tomorrow unless it's connected to a crossover. Okay. LMFO, imagine them as the sidekicks. Yeah, that would be again. I cannot imagine. Like, listen, I love Grant and Melissa, but they would not rock those Arsenal and Speedy costumes. Um, Grant says at the time, Gustin didn't have the physique to do stuff Roy did. Gustin now, yeah, he could have pulled that off. Um, let's see. If these last four Flash episodes are bad, then I'm done with the Flash. Um, that's within your right, so no worries. Power Girl in Injustice 2 had a good costume. Don't remember that. Uh, I almost quit Legend until I found out that they used Wonder Woman characters as the main villains in season 5, which was interesting. Wonder Woman characters. Does anyone else feel like season 7 of The Flash doesn't really have a main villain? Well, it doesn't have a main villain anymore because we don't do one villain for the entire season. We had graphic novel 3 that continued from season 6 into season 7 with Mirror Mistress. Then we had the new Forces. Then we did an interlude, and then the graphic novel 4 will have Godspeed as the big bad. So, the days of having one main villain at you know being the big bad for 22 episodes, it's done. It's over. What else do we have? The Flash and 7 main villain is pep talks. It's always been part of the DNA of having those heart-to-heart talks, and I think it's been refreshing that they, instead of having to defeat villains and just throwing them into the pipeline or killing them or sending them into X and Y and Z, I think it's nice that they actually managed to redeem some of their villains. So I think that's great. I think the Beetle killed Chainsaw.
No, I'm
Um,
here. I can't find it. I don't know where it's at.
don't worry, it's like it's gonna show up when you least expect it.
Exactly. It will.
Um, it's Flash season 8. It's the last one. The villain should be Reverse Flash, not Tom Cavanaugh, but Matt Letcher.
Yeah, Matt
I
Ratcher.
I would say maybe for a half a season or something. I don't want Godspeed. I mean, I don't want Reverse Flash for an entire season again because we had it in season 1. Um, and yeah, like we don't have one main villain anymore, so it's just time to retire that. All I want for a graphic novel is Eddie to come back as Cabal Blue. I think that would be awesome. Can you all watch Ram Ranch? What's that?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. Maybe it's Mick Rory's favorite TV show. Then talking down Rainbow Raider 2.0 was the only time talking down a villain made sense. I agree, disagree, but it's okay. We can have different opinions.
Yeah.
Will this Godspeed arc carry over because there doesn't seem like there doesn't feel like it's enough episodes? Well, here's the thing. No one has said that there is a set format for how many episodes a graphic novel has to be. Something that the Black Lightning did, and I think that's something all the shows could benefit from actually, is that they would do books that would last for a certain amount of chapters. So we would have the Book of Redemption, for a couple of chapters, and we have the Book of Revelation for a couple of chapters. Then we would have the Book of Consequences for a couple of chapters, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. That's I think that's something Flash could also do if they wanted to. I think that I think they should make Godspeed be a speed to serial killer thoughts. I mean, if he's still looking for to steal speed, in a way he is kind of like a serial killer, because he's killing the speedster part in those individuals. So you might be on there to some, you might be onto something there, Daniel. Aiden asks, "Hey Chainsaw, what are your thoughts on Shang-Chi? My friend said it should have been an Iron Fist film rather than Iron Fist having a show, but should have had a movie. What do you think?"
Well, Shang-Chi definitely was. I mean, the trailers have been great. That the newest trailer this week was awesome. It was
I
really,
had
really
no
good.
idea it was coming. I was like, when I was writing on something else, I'm like, wait, did a trailer just drop out of nowhere? What the hell?
Well, they announced it hours before that it was dropping that night, during some sort of playoff or something, NBA playoffs. I'm not really sure or whatever. But it dropped, and I really think it looks really good. I don't. I feel like there's been rumors that Iron Fist is going to have a cameo in it. We'll see if it's true. But
It was played by Dominic Purcell.
not now, Mick.
I'm Danny Rand now.
I like Jaden Plays. The Family Force arc was complete dog crap. Well, what do you mean, man? Barry and Iris became parents. Dad is
Don't you dare make fun of that because I am so excited for them to be. They got to these four were their training wheels. So there you go.
well. I mean, like it was funny because like I really in those reactions I really got into the whole idea of like dad son, like whenever Barry's talking to one of them or whatever. And then the fact is, in the last episode of the arc, like we're all gonna go to get some ice cream now, kids. Just the idea of them being a family now and Barry being a dad. It was just I thought it was funny.
And instead they will get their real family in
Yes.
episode 17 of season 7 called Heart of the Matter Part 1, which is the 150th episode of The Flash. Okay, this question is perfect. I still don't know why they brought in Ryan Choi in the crossover last season. Yeah.
They only brought him in so I could interview him after the episodes.
Yeah, it was all about you, and
it's all about me getting in the interview. That's it.
Oh yeah. Also, thoughts on Sasha Supergirl costume.
Interesting. I think it was. It's definitely more in lines with. It's definitely more in lines with.
It was a costume.
Well, yeah, it's a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool though, and it's more in line with Superman's daughter than actually Supergirl.
Well, so. I mean, I will say this, and because I mean, I know people sometimes like if they see a figure, they're like, "Oh my god, confirmed." I still think there's all the possibilities in the world that she could be Kara Zor-El, but she just has a different costume.
Yeah,
just because she has short black hair, does that mean that she couldn't play?
it wasn't that. My thinking was of the costume itself. If maybe that because they said Supergirl doesn't mean Supergirl as in Kara, but
It means
I think
Diggle as Supergirl.
yeah, but I think I think the idea of her having a very different costume than Supergirl on television actually makes sense too. Because if you make a suit very similar to Melissa Benoist's Supergirl outfit, then it's going to come across as, okay, you're not really that creative. You just created a costume very similar. You didn't try to change it. So they could be tricking us because they knew that costume was going to be out there once they
Yeah, I
started
wish they put up
filming.
an official photo.
Yeah. So the director put up like a close up shot of the emblem or whatever and kind of the colors, but you didn't get to see the full suit. So it might be a trick. People might start assuming it is they're playing with us and this is actually Superman's daughter, Supergirl, but this is not Kara. But then the trick is actually no, it is Kara. They're just changing up the outfit,
It
or
was
she looks
Kara all along.
it was Kara all along,
No, no.
or it could be revealed that she's someone else entirely as Supergirl. You never
She's
know
Gracie.
because but they never once said
No,
Kara.
no, wait.
They
She
never
could
once
be
said
Gracie.
yeah, she's Gracie. Gracie, you're flying. You're a Kryptonian. They could just because when they announced the casting, they never once, from what I saw in the trades, they never once said Kara. They said Supergirl. They never once said her name was Kara. So you never know.
Fingers crossed we're pitching a pilot for the Minimal Girl spinoff. Never gonna happen because I think once Supergirl is over, I don't think I don't see the Arrowverse doing a prequel. Um, do you
No.
think Rudy Mancuso would be playing a legacy Flash character such as Wally, Bart, etc.? No, because personally, I would be pissed off if they're introducing Wally or Bart or any other speedster when this Barry's first freaking Flash movie. So
Well, they're doing so much with like having Michael
the
Keaton's
multiverse.
Batman and the multiverse, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't want them to do anything like that in the first movie. If you
Yeah,
want to introduce Wally or bring in a Jay, you gotta wait. I think till movie two, personally, and
yeah.
make it about Speedster specifically. Because with this, they're doing the multiverse and they're covering Batman because they got Ben
Mhm.
Affleck's Batman and they have Michael Keaton, and there's rumors of other Batmen showing up. But it's like they're involving the multiverse and doing a version esque of Flashpoint. And if you're going to bring in a Wally or a Jay Garrick or whatever, have it be a speedster centric Flash movie. Make it make more sense.
Legends of Tomorrow.
I've been seeing the Bat Dig Woman. So
Super
stupid.
dig girl.
Super Dig is the title. Super Dig.
I think Marshall Mann should get his own show. I think that would be great. But yeah, I think we're losing David Harewood after this. I mean, I don't. I think he might be the one that maybe shows up, returns more than maybe some of the other Supergirl characters. But yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I guess we'll see.
I love when like you laugh at my reaction like when I say nope, yeah,
Nope.
yes. like you should have a soundboard of like just with my reaction.
Aiden, you got a point. Why don't they make this a Bat Family movie? Well, it's involving the multiverse, and if you want to involve multiple Batmen and multiple other characters from other universes, you have to have a speedster. So,
And it's gonna bring in box office revenue. So like people love
it's
Batman.
going to bring
So
in so many people to watch the movie. Mephisto is Godspeed. That's true. I agree.
confirmed it. Confirmed. There's no. Yeah, exactly. Diggle needs to be a lantern, or else he'll be upset.
Well,
They're gonna bring them. They're gonna bring them in the Legends Tomorrow. Bring who?
Mephisto's Godspeed.
I mean that would. I mean yeah.
I guess.
He kills Gary and he killed Gary and Bebo and just like I'm Mephisto. I wasn't on any of the Marvel shows all along.
I'm Mephisto Speed.
Godmisto.
I'm the god of Mephisto. I
But
think
that would mean that there. Hang on.
I think in a few minutes, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's
Yeah,
almost
let's
1
do 5 more.
a.m.
Yeah, let's do 5 more minutes, and then everyone just go and do whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, and he just left. I didn't kick him. I didn't do nothing. I don't know. Yeah, they brought Ron Wilder into the comics. Yeah. This what are you doing? He's not even there. He's not even there. There's nothing there. He's not there. I can't hear him. Oh no, his mic is not working. Oh shit.
Hello.
God. There he goes. What the hell? What just happened? Can I hear myself?
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear and see you.
Okay.
That was creepy. I'm sorry.
You literally left like right after you said, "Okay, 5 more minutes." The beetle got Andy. The beetle got you. That's the beetle pretending to be Andy. Canographs knows what's going on.
My name is Ted Cord. I've been mentioned several times on these down shows, and I don't know why I don't get to show up. But bye, Ray Palmer. Hello, Ted Cord.
Why you never do you live streams? What?
Well, I never do live streams because you do live streams all the time, bro.
I used to do them more often, but you know.
I
don't know.
But if you ask me why I'm not doing live streams, I mean, maybe that's something I should start doing. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm excited to go back and watch the Godspeed clips.
Oh my god!
Because I'm gonna edit that tomorrow for a video. I gotta make a thumbnail for it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so weird when like no one sees my face being like, how does Andy get put into a thumbnail when he wasn't even like there? I'm like, well, I was there. My voice was.
I might superimpose your picture over like part of the screen or something. I don't know. Like your picture.
You can just put
Twitter.
you can just take my head and just put it in a Godspeed costume. Exactly. No, don't do that. Chainsaw would do them more, but he doesn't have enough reaction to Chainsaw. What?
That's true, yeah. Because see, he thinks I'm a fraud because I don't react to chainsaws on Chainsaw Reacts. So he thinks I'm false advertising.
Well, there you go. You're cancelled.
Exactly.
What storyline would you like to see adapted in future Superman and Lois seasons? I would love to see the Devil Superman.
People are thinking they might be setting that up. Like they're slowly setting that up.
Yeah. I mean, they have Eradicator, they have John Henry Irons, they have Ace Superboy, although I would love if we could get Titan Superboy somehow in a multiverse crossover. But I think one of the next future crossover in the next few years will be the Death and Return of Superman.
Yeah, they're probably going to have it be at least 4 or 5 episodes. It's going to have to be a long crossover.
9 episodes.
9. No, 20. 40.
69.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do live streams rarely because I want to
also have a life.
I have a life, yes, but the fact is like doing live streams is fun, but I also have to have free time outside of YouTube, but also I need the time to do YouTube videos that I can then post to earn ad revenue for money. Because I want to turn this into a potential thing where I can just do this part-time as a part-time job instead of working my full-time job I have right now. In order for me to do that, I have to put a lot of time into videos, and that means no live streams. That means editing and not doing live streams. Now, live streams have been beneficial because people do super chat, and that is amazing, but it's not guaranteed because I'm not going to be demanding super chats and live streams. I mean, it's down there.
That's why you guys need to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
But like I have that banner there that saying super chats are guaranteed to be read on stream because a lot of you guys are commenting stuff and we're like reading them at times, but other times we miss stuff. But it's like,
or we'll miss them when he starts cracking up at and he's slipping up. Oh, okay. Just to make this clear, I was trying to say Canada Graphs is Godspeed, but then accidentally, because I saw Diggle's name in the chat, I said Diggle is Godspeed, and
Yeah.
then I think like if you go back and listen, I think it almost sounded like I said Diggle Graphs, Diggle Graphs.
I think you said Diggle's Godspeed. I don't know. Once it was said, it was over. To justify your time on here today, praise. Well, thank you so much, Canada Graphs. Thank you for giving me a super chat. Thank you. But like the thing is, I don't demand people. But thank you, Canada. Like
He threatens them.
yeah, praise people. But like I don't demand them because I know at the end of the day, when I upload content that will get views or upload videos that people will watch, that and they don't have to pay anything, they can just watch the video. That gets me ad revenue. But like with super chats on live streams, it's not guaranteed. But I also want to do these just for fun. But also, it's like one of those things to where if I'm doing it, I need to do it when I'm not having anything else going on, or if something major's happened that we need to talk about it. Because there's been live streams in the past, like when they drop a trailer for Avengers Endgame, I did a live stream talking about the Endgame trailer. But it's like, if I have other stuff going on, or if I can do content or do videos, I need to prioritize that first. So, oh yeah, I threatened you, Canada. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Diggle reacts is coming. Diggle reacts is coming. Thank you so
And
much.
every time he sees the speedster, he has to throw up. Like when he watched the Flash movie trailer, he's gonna be like, "So what's this new movie? Like the Flash?" When he runs his Godspeed, when he runs his Godspeed, he keeps throwing up in his face over and over again because he can't stop himself.
So stupid.
A Batman Inc. show could work. Could it?
I don't know. People are thinking, okay, you're watching Batwoman right now, and you're caught up with it.
Yeah, my fear this whole time is that Bruce has been around the world setting up Batman Inc. That's why he disappeared mysteriously.
Well, okay, so but my question is this: people are asking, or people are implying and saying they're setting up a Bat family type situation on Batwoman. Is that true? Because I know we've had Stephanie Brown on the show. I haven't seen the episode, but I know she's on the show.
She's been in one episode so far.
But she's been introduced. Stephanie Brown is in the Bat family. We have Batwing. They threw that out there, just even though it hasn't happened yet.
Mary Hamilton is obviously meant to be Beth Kane in some form or fashion, who becomes Flamebird in the comics.
Hawkfire, or depending on.
I'm just gonna say Flamebird because Hawkfire just sounds so grammatically incorrect.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's either or. Like technically, it's the same character, but depending on the iteration,
if it's either or, then just say Flamebird if it doesn't mean that much to you.
I think they'll go with Flamebird. If she becomes a hero, it'll be Flamebird. But I think they're setting up the Bat family on that, so I don't know.
Yeah, and we have a Bat family on Titans, so.
Yeah, but I feel like Titans is not gonna last that long. I just have a feeling
it will last for 25 seasons.
That's what I've heard too. I just don't think Titans is gonna last that long. I think they'll probably get a season 4, maybe a season 5, but eventually they'll have to do something, because I like Titans. I have had a lot of issues with it, and I'm hopeful that season 3 is definitely going to turn things around for me. But the thing is, Titans is not a Batman or a Bat family show. It's supposed to be about the Teen Titans, and they rely too much on the Batman stuff. And that
it has not been. Rex, it has not been renewed for season 4.
I would know because I'm the showrunner,
and I am Nightwing. I am Brendan Thwaites, actually.
But my thing is, like, hey, I'm Batman. Batman's the number 1 favorite DC character, but.
No, Cicada is your favorite DC thing.
Yes, he is. Yes. But the thing is, Titans doesn't need to rely so much on Bat family-centric storylines and characters and stuff. We just don't need it. Focus on the actual team of Teen Titans. Or the Titans. Don't focus on all this Bruce stuff and all this Jason Todd nonsense. If Jason Todd's in the Teen Titans as Robin, that's different.
Who are you calling Jason Todd nonsense? He is my son. I'm kidding.
But the thing is that if he's Robin and we have Nightwing, I get that dynamic because of course we've had Robin and Nightwing in Teen Titans. But the fact is they're turning him into Red Hood. which is a Batman character. It's like, stop it. Like,
And we're getting Tim Drake.
it's yeah. I forgot about that entirely. We're getting Tim Drake too. Stop it. Batwoman. Batwoman, it makes sense to have Bat family characters because it is a Batwoman show. It's connected to the Bat family. Teen Titans has a connection, but it's not the whole damn show. They've relied so much on it. It's ridiculous. Stop it.
You know what, Jordan? That is a good question for Canagraph. Will both KK and Ryan pull a Laurel and Dinah and shoot a Batwoman mantle?
No. Candergrass is going to say no.
No, I just want to hear what he has to say because I would say this: one of them is a series regular, the other one isn't.
There you go.
Boom, mic drop.
There you go. Well, because I mean, right now,
I love Wallace Day as Kate. Don't get me wrong, but Kate's time as Batwoman is over.
Yeah, I've always been saying that
Hawkfire.
Yeah, I've been saying that if Kate Kane does stay on the show and Wallace Day continues to stay on the show into season 3, she's not going to take the Batwoman mantle back. She's going to become Hawkfire, or they're going to give her another character title entirely.
Takeda.
Yes, I was thinking
Godspeed.
If it's not Hawkfire,
Kate Speed
or Flamebird,
Kate.
But if it's not Hawkfire or Flamebird because they're saving that for Mary, then they need to give her maybe spoiler if Stephanie Brown's not going to become spoiler. But I don't know.
I think Stephanie Brown will become spoiler.
Then who could Kate become if it's not Hawkfire or Flamebird?
Andy, but I love he shouts my name, Andy. But Wallace Day revealed a new Batwoman suit based on Commander Kane Batwoman comics. I don't know. Watch the finale tomorrow. Do you guys think that?
The finale is tomorrow. Jesus. Thank you for the super chat, Daniel. Thank you. Do you guys think that Damian Wayne?
I will scream so loud if he shows up. I hate Damian Wayne.
Well, I would scream so loud just because we don't need another fucking Bat family character on this goddamn show.
Totally agree.
So stop it. No.
Yeah.
Wayne,
not now, Damian.
Not now, Damian. You know where Damian Wayne should show up on? Batwoman. Why? Because Bruce is missing and we need to bring in his son. That'd be a great connection.
Damian, you know what Damian Wayne belongs to? Where Damian Wayne really belongs, though?
Where?
In a casket.
I don't know where you're going with that. But here's my thing. Here's why it makes sense. Bruce Wayne is currently missing as of right now.
Sadly.
Damian, that's his father. And why does it make more sense from pop up on Batwoman than Titans?
No, probably was going to say Papa Batman.
Pop up on Titans than him popping up on Batwoman instead of Titans is because his mother Talia has already existed in the Arrowverse for years.
But we don't like that Talia Gold, though.
It doesn't matter. They already have the actress. They've already confirmed Talia is in the Arrowverse. So
I just don't. Damian Wayne is just a useless character because he was, he's the kind of child where I would look into his eye and be like, you were a mistake. They never planned to have you.
Yeah. But the thing is too, they mentioned in Arrow season 7 when Oliver's in prison, Talia mentions that she was in Gotham recently. And so she knows about Batman. Because
villains never lie, right? I'm kidding.
I don't think Talia would lie about that specific. They reference that for a reason. I'm not saying that Talia's had a child, but they can find at some point in the timeline Talia had Damian with Bruce, and Damian shows up wondering where his father is. I'm just saying they could pull that. Now, obviously, you don't want that because you hate Damian, but I'm saying instead of Damian popping up in season 4 of Titans, pop up in season 3 of Batwoman. It makes more sense.
He can be a guest star. Yeah. No more than that.
I hear you. But for me, I just feel like it makes more sense because him popping up in Titan season 4, it's like,
no, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Okay, you're saying Ian Glenn, he's old. He's old. He's an interesting Bruce, but he's old. Damian in the comics, and presumably if he pops up in a show, he's got to be 10, 11, 12. He can't be an old teenager. He can't. He's got to be younger than that. So Bruce Wayne on Batwoman, he's a lot younger, and it would make more sense. So There you go.
Who would you cast as Damian Wayne in the Arrowverse? I would cast someone who is culturally appropriate.
Wallace revealed a suit. Oh yeah, Wallace revealed some sort of suit. I saw those pictures.
But yeah, just that doesn't mean that she may be sticking around forever. I mean, look, if she does, great, but that's not guaranteed though.
Yeah, but you just never know. I feel like they'll keep her around though, but obviously, what the storyline they're apparently telling with her. People are saying it's obvious they're not keeping her around to become Batwoman again, like whatever they're doing with her now. But the whole point,
Yeah,
yes,
they're sort of right.
yeah. So Talia, she said she countered a familiar foe. Not saying Batman, but we know what she was talking about.
She was
I
playing
call
with Bane.
Yeah, Bane. But I figured it. I figured out obviously when that scene was playing. I'm like, yeah, she's about Batman. Clearly, they're referencing Batman because we know Talia and Bruce's relationship in the comics. We know what that is. So you bring it up here. I was so surprised they brought Talia into Arrow. I'm like, holy shit! Now we're getting closer to Batman now, because that's a big connection. Um,
But who was active in Gotham besides Kate, who had been? There was a Robin who was running around in Gotham City
it wasn't
before, and
Robin. It wasn't
so maybe
Robin.
yeah, so maybe Talia and Jason Todd were duking it out
Maybe. And also too, it's like you gotta assume because Talia created her own version of the league,
as one does.
Yeah, that presumably she was around before she like spread away from her father and did her own stuff. That Bruce was training with Raish, and maybe Bruce left Raish and went to go train with her. You never know. This could have happened too. There's many ways they could incorporate Bruce into uh like revealing how he knows Raish and how he knew this Talia. They can make it work because there's plenty of time. Because Bruce was the first vigilante in the Arrowverse. So if that's the case, then Bruce had to have been training before Oliver even left Starling City at the time, Starling City.
But he's
On
the original vigilante.
He wasn't. No, I love when people were complaining about that when they revealed.
No. I'm mocking Oliver when he was
No,
like, "I'm the original
yeah,
vigilante."
I was talking about the people that were complaining online when that news came out that they revealed
People
Bruce.
complaining online. People complain
Yeah,
online. What a concept!
I know, but the idea that Batman is actually the first vigilante and it wasn't Oliver Queen, it was Bruce Wayne. But it makes sense. Oliver Queen was basically probably a teenager when Bruce was probably getting off of training with the League and becoming Batman. So thank you, Scott, for the super set. Thank you so much. Serious question. Do y'all think the Anti-Monitor might ever return? Also, hero lineup prediction for Flash Season 8 event. Anti-Monitor, I don't think he'll ever return. I feel like once you've already handled him, you can't really bring him back. I could be wrong. I think Black Lightning is a guarantee. I think Superman and possibly Lois, both of them popping up as a guarantee. After that, I don't know. They might bring in Stargirl to finally bridge that gap of Earth 2 and Stargirl knowing of more heroes out there in the multiverse, because right now, they still don't know there's a multiverse. They still believe there's only one Earth. They have not discovered the multiverse is still out there, or a new one that was created by Oliver. So, they might do that. Other than that, I'm not sure, because Canada predicts that if they're going to bring in Melissa Benoist one last time, she'd be finishing up Supergirl season 6 shooting around the time they start shooting season 8 with these episodes. So
My God, how fitting!
So Melissa might do this just because Grant might ask her to. Other than that, you probably won't see her.
I mean, I don't think Grant would have anything to do with her coming on the show. I think like if they can offer the money to come on, then
with the money, I'm just saying that Grant and Melissa have a good relationship, and Melissa clear as day does not want to play this character anymore. But if he's like, "Hey, would you come do this?" Or because I feel like Melissa and Grant probably talk because they seem like they're good friends at least.
They FaceTime every day.
Yeah, every day. But like, I feel like they're good friends to where, like, she's probably known for a while. They want her to come on. I mean, look, the first crossover outside of Arrow and Flash was Flash and Supergirl. So if you have a chance to bring on Melissa one last time to be on the Flash, then there you go.
Would Stephen Amell have made a good Bruce? But no,
No.
he was great as Oliver Queen.
He was already playing Bruce Wayne on Arrow.
You said it.
Yeah.
It's over 1 a.m., so we should maybe wrap it up. I mean, it's your stream. You can do whatever you want, but like,
Well, people are now just showing up now. People are like dropping off. They're not
well,
going back.
if we can get at least 5 more super chats. No, I mean, I
No,
mean,
guys, you don't have the super chat. You don't have to. It's fine.
Green Batman. I think
Green
Melissa will be in it.
Batman.
No question. Anti-Monitor did return in events like Infinite Crisis, and the villain apparently was the mother of Anti-Monitor and Monitor. Carr and Jefferson are no brainers for this event.
Yeah.
Clifford DeVoe is in the chat. I gotta run.
Exactly.
Exactly, we gotta run now because the thinker is here.
I'm thinking.
I did like that line. Actually, Bruce is just with Selena in Italy, lol.
Yeah, that's Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, gee, thanks, Jane. Thank you. I do.
In case you weren't familiar with it.
I really hope Malachite comes back as a refresh for season 8. I would love that too. Grant and Melissa have known each other for years since they were teenagers. They were both on Glee. They were not teenagers when they were on Glee.
They were adults.
Yeah. Yeah, like how many TV shows with that are set in high school actually freaking cast teenager? It's rare.
No.
Green Batman.
Green Batman.
Not now, Oliver.
Not no. Not no, Oliver.
Not now, Dingle.
Oh my God, Dingle.
Do you think Star will show up for a crossover? I mean, they were supposed to do one with Flash and Stargirl.
The chances right now with these 5 episodes in season 8, that's the chance to do it, to get it over with, is to do that. Yes. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it. It's been a long 2 hours 20 minutes, at least for me, starting it. But thank you so much, Andy, for showing up, and
thank you guys for putting up with my nonsense.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And if you were not here for the Diggle is Godspeed craziness, I will have a video of that specifically up for the channel, just that section, just so you guys can experience that.
Make it a premiere clip. Like
it's gonna be crazy. It is so stupid, but it's gonna be funny as hell. So,
and people are gonna come into my mentions tomorrow, and be like, "What the hell happened last night?" And be like,
exactly.
I slipped up and said one name wrong, and it broke out.
It went all to hell. Thank you so much, Aiden, for being a member, and make sure you follow Andy on social media. Follow him on his Twitter. Go check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's all thank you. It's all at my handle, Anime Bite. So like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vero, YouTube.
Follow Andy. Go follow Andy.
And follow James R Reacts. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when he goes live with a brand new video and more. And make sure to check out Andy's articles on Screen Rant. And make sure to check out. Damn it! I ran out of things to plug for you. Damn it! Why does this always become like a competition? Like who can plug the most for each other?
I don't know.
You can go follow him on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. Do you have a Snapchat? No, Snapchat is trash. And yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And